My God, hello everyone.
I love you, Kiki.
We don't apologize for being late.
No, and also, what time is it? I mean, I don't know. Do you know how to even read a clock? I don't.
Who cares? Me neither. Right. So time, we transcend time, space, and all of. Welcome to Kiki and Ashley. Ashley, how are you? Oh, well, we'll make. I love your,
I can
I
scoot
love your
over.
pashmina.
Well, I'm actually going for a look that's a little different. But thank you. It's a
I
look.
love it. It's
Thank
a
you.
look.
You look
It's like
gorgeous as always. How was your
no.
trip?
It was great. And so I won't apologize for being late, fine people, but
Yeah,
I
so
will
what should we do though? Because people were waiting for us. So if we don't apologize, what do we do? What do we
I
say?
will explain why we're later than normal. We're like, we're gonna start at 9:30, a casual, sassy 9:30.
And
But
also we also had ulterior motives that we'll never disclose.
we will never disclose them. But um, I swear to God, I just got home yesterday. Eugene, my husband, if you do, if you know, you know.
Gino Bisconte, the one they call
Eugene,
Gino Bisconte, correct?
yes, Gino Bisconti.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
That
I
always cracks me
swear,
up.
I swear to God, I have this whole sound thing. What this? I'm using our soundboard now because I don't know what he did whilst I was gone, but
Whilst,
I
whilst,
texted you and I
whilst
went
you were gone, or whilst,
whilst I was away
whilst,
in
isn't it
South
whilst?
Carolina. Yes, I
Well, I guess
went
in South Carolina it might be whilst.
whilst
Well, my
while
friend just
I
came
was
from England, and it's definitely whilst.
whilst whilst. I
Whilst.
love but I swear to God, I'm
Shout
not
out to Danielle.
we're not apologizing for being late, but it is my fault we're late because I don't know what did or unplugged or whatever. So I had some sound. But
I don't think anything was your fault. I think we're all lucky to be here, and we're supposed to be here exactly the time that we're here, and here we are.
yes, 100%. Um so I like your new setup. You have an orchid by you.
Mhm. Yes, I can't even Kiki, this orchid like okay, so plants are very important to me. This orchid came from Danielle gave it to me September 2023, the first time she came from England, and it came back like when she came this last week, which was a lot. It fell 3 times. Like while I was moving stuff, I literally replanted this 3 times. So your being late was not even a thing, but he's doing all right. And yeah, I do like him there. I just have to be careful.
What are we naming him?
His name is White.
White. White.
We can call him Whitey. We can come up
Whitey.
with a new name, but White. Yeah, that's what I call him.
He
Her,
looks
him.
like he looks like a yeah,
I don't think
maybe
you know I
a
spent a lot of time in the Middle East. So this is very similar to what people will wear in like Qatar. I could be like this, but it's just a fun thing for now. And then it also helps my hair look better later.
I love it.
Thank you.
Exactly. You don't have to put dry shampoo in your pashmina at all.
I don't think you and I have to worry about dry shampoo, quite
No,
frankly.
no,
Do you
exactly.
use dry shampoo? I've tried it a few times, like, but it kind of confuses me. Like, it's like I haven't if I haven't washed my hair in 2 days, I've tried it like 3 times. And when I have tried it, it's like, "Oh, wow, it looks like I blow dried my hair when I just sprayed some stuff on it." But like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes later, it's like it has a weird like kind of like slime or something.
Also, I can tell the sun is so do you
I
have
know
a
I can't
the,
see a fucking thing. I cannot
the
see.
shadow went away and now it's coming
I
back. Do
feel
you
like
have
my face looks amazing, but I can't see anything.
it does look amazing. Do you have
Thank
a
you.
bell? Do you have a bell by you? I see it in the shadow.
A bell?
It
Like a
it went
cowbell?
look, look over here, everyone. You see this shadow on the wall? Like a ding dong.
Oh,
What
you're
is
so smart. Do you know what that is, Kiki? That's the shadow of my bird feeder on the balcony.
okay.
That I have a bird feeder. I'll text it to you after. I have a bird feeder that's right there, and that's the bird feed, and that's where all the food goes, and then that's where they take it from. I have squirrels and birds that live on the balcony.
I love it. You are living your life. This is Ashton.
And so then if you go like this, you don't play with your hair so much. It kind of works.
It's true. You look marvelous. You have
Thank
to get
you.
you have to get this orchid out of your face.
I know, but I have to be very fucking careful, Kiki. He fell 3 times and I feel responsible.
We'll allow it. I want to say you're beautiful.
No, you don't understand. There's pencils, rocks, and crystals. No, Kiki, I put a knife to make sure he wasn't falling.
Orchids are fucking hard to take care of.
I'm
They're
an
like-
orchid master, though. You have no idea. They are, but they're different. All of them. This one, I thought it was never coming back. Literally never. But I just kept it for sentimental value on the balcony because of Danielle, and then it just bloomed up when she came. It was so funny.
bloomed up when she came.
Yeah, she came. She came September, and then she just left. She was here for a week last week, and it just bloomed up. I hadn't been watering it that much. Like orchid, I heard that orchids can live just on air. They don't need anything else. I don't know how true that is, but I'm pretty.
Except you have to wire them up to make them, stand tall.
I have a green thumb. Like I know that for sure, but like for example, my first studio, my thing was having orchids all over, and it's so all over the studio, which was expensive. But I learned that they don't really like much water when they're not in bloom. They need water when they are in bloom. They're just a little bit interesting, but it's like people throw them away and they come back. So it's
People don't take care of them enough. It's
well,
like
they just don't realize that they come back. They go through kind of like different phases.
they're perennial.
Mm. That's a
Are
word
they?
that
I don't know. I'm
well,
not a
I don't know exactly. Like I'm an English major, but I feel like perennial means springtime. They bloom in the
or
spring.
a perennial flower is like you plant, then they come back every year. So I don't think that's
They're like so what is it? What would it be called? Like a threesome or like a triennial? Like they come back like 3 times a year.
okay. Yeah, but nobody like has orchids, and a perennial is the wrong word. Like a
So it's not
perennial
once a
is
year. It's like
Yeah.
twice, 3 times a year. But they're all different, quite frankly. There's one that I had recently and it bloomed. It was so beautiful and it like didn't bloom for a week and then it was just blooming again. So I think they're very sorry. I think that all plants are they feel energy, but orchids are very specifically sensitive, if that makes sense.
They are. That's why you have to like wire them up, like a whole.
What do you mean wire them up? Like what does that mean to you?
Look how it is. It's like you have
No,
to-
yeah, exactly. Do you know if you buy orchid, like people think orchids are like this? No, they go flat. Like they're propped up. That's like how you buy
Exactly.
the orchids. But like if you when you like I've bought orchids online and they come in like a flat thing, and I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do with this guy?
They're a beautiful.
Oh, stick a
flower.
stick. Like look,
Yeah, you have to have like a.
look. Do you see I
there.
have pencils
Yeah.
and sticks? Dude, I had to save them 3 times.
We love it.
Christina,
call
you
it-
better be here.
We
Anyway,
love it. We love it.
I love you. So
Well, push up. Thank you for the $2. MKE made his woman go Muslim. That is not why she was wearing them. Pashmina.
so I can't read. You're gonna have to read until the sun goes down a little bit. What does it say?
It
Let me go
says,
back to Muslim.
MKE.
It's actually
made his
Islam,
go-
by the way.
I love passion. Or I think that's what it's called. Or
I like this look, honestly.
I think it's very, very Audrey Hepburn. Very cool.
Mhm.
Yes. I love it. Love it.
It's very.
Yeah, and so it's a different time there. And listen, this is our 3rd episode here with Kiki and Ash. I didn't expect to have sound problems, so I'm not apologizing late, but I'm explaining why. So, welcome everyone. The like button. Subscribe if you're not
Hit
subscribed.
the like button.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And grab whatever your favorite beverage is and buckle the fuck in. All right. So we have
Yeah,
much.
this is
talk
gonna
about
get
here.
real,
Gonna
right?
be real.
And we
I
did
love
not
it.
want to do this. Remember last week we did not want to do this.
So
And I want to say sorry, go ahead.
no, please.
There's something that if anyone was watching, we're going to obviously you've seen the title of this video. I went on Kevin Brennan's podcast last Saturday, and the newest detail that MKE brings up is that I have a dry vagina. And what blew my mind after getting off was the fact that I didn't think to say one of my favorite jokes that I always have in my pocket, which is, "You make my vagina dry."
You right.
Like I don't know whose vagina would not be dry by that man. I think men's vaginas get dry by that man.
Right.
But we want to talk later about other things that make women's vaginas dry, like looking at men in cheerleading outfits on Reddit when you have a girlfriend. Like that will make your girlfriend's vagina dry. Being drunk and lying and being weird, that will also make a girl's vagina dry. I was like, after Danielle was still here and she was like, how did you not, like, you say that all the time. How did you not? I was like, I think I was just so surprised that a new detail comes out about this.
I think we're gonna yes. So one of our topics today is some people call it the ick. Some people call it or Ashley and I call it what makes our vagines and our vaginas
Yeah.
dry.
So like, being physically abusive makes my vagina dry. Lying makes my vagina dry.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to
all
it.
those things. Yes. So it's a whole thing that, people need to know about.
Exactly. What makes our vaginas dry. And I'm so glad that it was on Kevin Brennan's podcast. This brought up.
This for the record, this is the best time I've ever had in my life.
We're getting paid. The best was the end when Felicia and Kevin and I were all clapping, and the only person not clapping was the liar.
The liar. So then
we're getting paid.
We're getting paid.
Kevin is.
I'm getting paid after this, so it's not a.
So, listen, these are our topics. We're going to do the icks / vagina being dry. We are going to definitely, these are the MKE, and Ashley did not want to.
Last week, just for the record, I did not want to. Remember, you asked me if anyone wants to watch last week's episode. You said, do you want to play them? And I said, no, because he threatened me, or someone sent me a video that he said, if she says one more thing, like I'm going to but there's nothing. He has nothing. He just has lies. And now it's gotten ridiculous. And I see that Dan, thank you for the super chat. I actually said that on Kevin's show. And he was like, this is not Kiki's show. Don't thank people for super chats. I was like, shut up. But you remember you said, do you want to play them? And I was like, no, I kind of don't want to let a sleeping dog lie or whatever.
Sleep dog lie. Right.
So to preamble, these messages were sent to my phone from MKE, establishing that he will not share private photos and then a bunch of other things, which he went ahead and did anyways. Do you want to say anything else about it?
So
did you die laughing listening?
We're going to get to that too. So if you don't know MKE, it is Mr. Kill Everything, an internet personality, I guess, that however you call it, from the Misery Loves Company pod. All right. Just for anybody that's just tuning in. And he has been doing nothing but lying about Ashley for weeks upon weeks.
What is it?
And
6 weeks now?
6 weeks now, and it's been all the buzz, right? So now I have in my possession, and I have full permission from Ashley to play these speech texts, and I have curated 4 that I think will be really fun for us to sit through and listen
How
to.
many did I send you? 10?
Maybe 10. Okay. another reason maybe why I'm late. And I'm listening to them. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Okay? They were
It's like such a weird line.
and it has been unbelievable, but I am okay, in fact, with playing them because you're okay with it. And number 2, he has been doing nothing but dragging your name through the mud. He has been doing nothing but lying about you. And he has been doing nothing but being a general, what shall we call it, douchebag. So we're going to play 4 that I have curated, and you can decide whether or not to laugh or to cry.
And let's just for context, let's remember these are right after he left. This is 2 weeks after he left my place in Los Angeles. Zero communication besides him giving me someone's phone number, and he says on a live stream, which becomes a Twitter video, he goes,
We'll
"Yeah,
get to it.
I'm
Okay.
dating Ashley Cummings." No, I just want everyone to know these
Oh, yeah.
voice messages are after he says he's dating me publicly, which becomes like a Twitter clip.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Don't ever invite strangers to your home, ever.
No, not even if they seem as nice as MKE, right? Rim Rod
Normal, like,
420.
he was just like a normal guy that drank at night, like I mostly spoke to him in the day when he was at work. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Exactly. Rimrod 420, thank you for the $2. Sandbox, nickname Drive Ad. So we will, that is a good name. So we're going to go through, if there are ladies here, we never know if there are or not. I know I have the majority are male fans, but this is what gives us Sandbox vagina. We're going to go through that. And also I have some scenario for Ashley. We're going to talk about dating scenarios, and then we're going to get to them. We're definitely going to get to them. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're not
Hit
subscribed,
the like button,
grab a cigarette, and buckle the fuck
subscribe.
in. First of all, Ashley,
Yes, ma'am.
what, do you have 4th of July plans?
I do. I'm going to be spending time with my dog and tentatively going to help my boss with food and stuff tomorrow. How about you?
You with food and stuff. You're gonna go help boss.
I've actually become an excellent cook. So he likes breakfast. I clean his house. But I like that. I literally worried about that. I was like, who's gonna make him breakfast tomorrow? And I was like, do you need me to come tomorrow? He was like, it's a holiday. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, I just chill with Hondo at home usually. Like, I can come like cook and do like your. I mean, the man is literally dying.
Your boss is dying?
Oh, you didn't know that? I thought you knew
don't
that.
think
Yeah,
so.
he
No.
has emphysema. He was actually supposed his doctor gave him 3 months to 3 years, and he's 5 months or 4 months after that 3-year period.
So he doesn't smoke anymore, is what you're saying.
He never smoked. Oh no, he smoked. He hadn't smoked for 13 years before he got COVID, and then he was put in a medically induced coma for 3 months because he wasn't getting oxygen to his brain. And now basically he has holes in his lungs that they say will never repair themselves. And he walks around with an oxygen mask. And I'm not joking, Keanu, the thing is so long. Like, I'll be vacuuming and like, I'm like lifting up, like so careful because it's such a long, he tripped on it yesterday.
Wait. So it's like the orchid. It's like it's got a wire. He just doesn't drag it around. So what do you do for him? I mean,
So I cook breakfast. I run errands. He can't leave his house. I run errands. I mean, he does like once a week. I run errands. I cook his breakfast. I do his laundry. I clean his
so
house.
you're like a visiting angel. Visiting angels.
Yeah,
make us like
caretaker. Like
something.
people that don't know that word, I think it's very bizarre. From taking care of my mother and my father and being in hospital so much in the last 12 years, like, and also taking a specific training at Emory for my father when he had a stroke. I'm an amazing caretaker. And I think
Oh,
that
I didn't
people,
realize that's what I didn't realize you had that as a job. Yeah.
so if people don't know what that means, I said this in a live recently. If you don't know what a caretaker is, like bless you. It means that you've not had anyone that you love go through a tricky situation, health-wise. A caretaker is someone who does things for people that can't do things for themselves. So including but not limited to, I don't change his diapers. But it is getting like not like he had 3 assistants. I'm like I guess an assistant, but I'm basically a maid slash whatever he needs, cook, whatever. Um, but he has 3 assistants, but now he has to have like a proper nurse come in. So I think things are sort of it's
So you're not giving him a sponge bath. You're just like hanging out with him and like doing.
no, but he's very like didactic. He's like, "Can you clean the bathroom?" And I'm like, and I'd already cleaned the bathroom, and I was like, Can you tell me what I like how like what?" And he's like, like I'm telling you, this is like he's like a Richie rich guy, like, but he like. And sometimes I'm just thinking to myself, like, dude, like, do we really care that much? Okay, I'll scrub like. He's very meticulous about stuff. But what I
Aw.
like about this job, what I like about just in general, I think the skills that I've acquired, um, going through everything with my parents is that it's so lonely and fucked, really, truly, like when you're in that kind of situation. And I like that I'm able to kind of make it fun and make them not feel uncomfortable. Like when I was vacuuming yesterday and I almost hit his oxygen mask because he was in his office and I like lifted it
Get
up.
away from my oxygen mask.
Well, no, it wasn't his mask, it was the long line. Like, so the wire of the vacuum, whatever, it doesn't matter, but I can
He's
tell
like,
that
I can't breathe. You vacuumed over my tube.
well, there's that, and there's also that men don't feel super comfortable being vulnerable like that. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to make them still feel, not so vulnerable, I think is something that it's a gift. It's like one of the silver linings in losing both my parents, and being there.
True. True. When my grandpa was dying, he was blind from well, okay. He was he was like legally blind from the time he was born. He had then he trusted this doctor that said this is maybe before I was born that said you can I'm going to do this surgery on your eyes and you'll be able to see and do everything, right? So he saw perfectly
Like
for 12.
LASIK or something?
Well, not exactly. It was like he was legally blind. He could only kind of see. He could see. He could see not enough to drive, but has always been so. He had Coke bottle glass like crazy. Like because he had such poor eyesight. Then he got this. He trusted this doctor that said, "I'll fix your eyes," and he saw perfectly for 12 days, and then went completely fucking blind.
That
Okay.
is so scary. I've heard so many stories. That's why I asked if it was LASIK, because heard
Yeah.
so many stories that happens with LASIK. Not in
Uh,
12 days, though.
exactly, right, and it wasn't even LASIK that he was getting, but then but he had the best oh my god, my grandpa was the best. Like, where is he's in this back here, but he, um, when he was, like, dying, he just had the best joie de vivre about him, and when his caretaker would come in so he's at the end of his life, I think he lived till, like, 89. He was in the shower with the with they were
Caretaker?
giving with the caretaker and my grandma. He's like, "I've, never been, in this kind of threesome before." Like, he would
Very funny. Yeah, a
funny.
lot of stuff
that.
comes up at the end. Thankfully, with
Right.
this guy, I'm just doing like basic house things and like going to fax stuff and picking up something from Home Depot or cooking, da da da. So the nurse that's gonna come in, she'll do that kind of
This
stuff.
the bath stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, he's just I meant to say and bless him, because I can't even imagine, right? Um, how he feels and stuff. But just the specificity of some of the things. And he would even say this, like he knows that we have this podcast, so I don't want to offend him if he's watching. But I've just never known a man that irons their t-shirts. I'm just gonna say it.
He irons his own t-shirts, or he
Have
wants
you
you.
ever known a woman or a man that irons their t-shirts?
I mean, if it's like an event for it, well, yeah. What t-shirt do you?
Well, like
I'm
I
the
just feel
gal.
like
Like I'll
t-shirts
just like put something up when I'm taking a shower. Like the theme, like themes the t-shirt. Yeah. No.
holy
Iron.
and
Yeah.
like even like a dress or like a nice shirt, I can see that. But no, I iron so he loves his shirts. I iron so he wants them all they all hang dry for a day and then they're ironed and very specifically the collar has to be ironed because he doesn't like the collar to touch his neck. It's very specific.
He's got little
Amazing
OCD
person.
about him. Yeah. Right.
I
So
wouldn't I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but everyone has their preferences. That's what I'll say. But I just sometimes I'm just like thinking to myself, like, okay, 2 hours ironing t-shirt. Like I could be, I don't know, going to get you something that maybe you won't be able to get again, like sherbet or I don't know, whatever. Everyone has their
unless it's something that can save his life, then it's like just iron
right.
my t-shirts. Okay. PK Legend.
And
I
the
always
towels
iron
are
my
all
t-shirts.
like, and it's almost like for me, it's like it's because as a man, so the towels all have to be in the same way and they go from light to dark. I might have fucked that up today, actually, or dark to light. So they all fold in the exact same way, and they all have to go up in the same color, and they go from light to dark. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Um,
Deal. Yeah.
but
That's
bless
what you
him,
pay for. That's why they pay you the big bucks, right?
exactly. Do we have Ashley Bucks yet? Or what's going on with that?
So speaking of, we're working on Ashley Buck. I think that maybe it'll be an Ashley. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So for everyone here, in lieu of the Ashley Buck, million Kiki Bucks and 80 Kiki coins.
Wow.
And by next time, you will have an Ash Buck. Okay. And we will
Yay.
come up with sound. Um, with bigger, we will bear $5. Do you ladies think karmic X like boys or girls? You mean like as people? I don't think he's gay.
Karmic X has been like going off on me lately. And I don't know why. He was like, Ashley said that I wouldn't like her. And I'm like, when did I say that? Like literally, I was thinking about him for a show to possibly do music. And Dr. Chow and I messaged him on a group chat.
I
And
love that you know all of these people now. You
dude, I had to go in.
God.
Kiki, I like had to go in because once this whole thing started, I was like, I got to figure this out. That's just how my brain works. I'm like, I
Right.
have to figure this out. And then someone yelled at me last night, like, you told, and it's all handles, right? But I know everyone's names too. So I get all confused and a lot of people have the same names. It's like, you told at da 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 this and da. I'm like, that week I was talking to so many handles. I don't even remember, but I'm sorry.
You were talking to so many handles, and Karmic was drinking so many handles.
So he's like mad at me or something. And I texted him like, and then I went on his show. And I texted him like, hey, like, I never said anything negative about you. Like, but there's like a couple clips like he's like, fuck you, Ashley Cummings. How long you think you're gonna ride on that Whitney Cummings name, you fucking bitch? And I'm like,
Wow.
whoa, bro.
He maybe was a bit in the cup, probably. I mean, Gino said, my husband Gino.
Hi,
Don't know, probably,
Gino.
yeah. He said he was like, because he was like friends with Pat Dixon. That's another facet that maybe you don't know. But one time Gino was in the background sneezing. He sneezed, and Carmick went, "God bless you. God bless you." Oh, and ever since then, Gino's like, "I love him. I love him so much." Like, he's
And
so sweet.
I think he's very cool. I don't understand when he goes on these tangents about me because I've never said anything derogatory about him behind his back or publicly, like that I can think of. Or yeah, it just didn't happen.
Definitely, he seems well, a lovely human being.
The Valley of Men.
The Valley of Men. EK Legend, thank you for $4.99. The Legend and EK Legend. He likes nice, tight flight. He's a huge fan, so he likes the lady. The Legend is known worldwide for having the only surefire cure for dry vagina. It's a simple procedure, and that's just being around the Legend. So I thank you.
Well, we're gonna get to that, right, Kiki? Like that's a
Yes.
whole thing we need to get to. Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Other
you.
podcasts, they'll call it what gives women the ick. We call it what makes women have a dry vag.
I've
So
never heard of the ick before you said that earlier.
the ick.
But
Yeah.
the ick or the it?
Ick. ICK.
ICK.
Like, ugh. Yeah. What makes our vaginas dry? We're gonna get into
We're gonna talk about it. It needs to be discussed.
Ava Crazy. Thank you for the
Ava, hi
$10.
Ava.
Kiki and Ashley are total babes. Yay, 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 yay. We're just like her orchid. Bear. Now this deserves 1 million Kiki bucks.
Wow.
Bear. Wow, gifted 5
Wow.
Thompson membership.
We're getting paid. We're
We're getting paid for this. We're getting paid.
Yay. Thank you so much. Who did that? Bear.
Bear.
Oh, my
we
dad
love
used to call us
you.
Bear, like Whitney Bear, Ashley Bear, Kevin Bear.
Oh,
We were all
Whitney Bear,
bears.
Ashley Bear.
My sister's
Aw.
robot is called Bear Claw, and that's my dad's favorite donut.
A bear claw?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm getting paid after this, so it's not a.
It's so funny because Kevin was like, I think a prostitute I was with.
What did he say?
He goes, because people were very negative on that stream. And I was like, I didn't even mean to say it out loud, Kiki. I was just like, I'm getting paid. He's like, what? And I was like, I just told myself that I'm getting paid after this. And I clapped my hands. And he was like, I think I was with a hooker once and said that I'm getting paid after this.
He did. I remember watching it. He goes, I was with and then he kept going, I was with a hooker once. And then I think you interrupted him. He goes, I was with a hooker once. And then you kept talking. And then he went, I was with a hooker once. And she kept saying the same thing. I'm getting
Working on
paid
my
after
active
this.
listening. I'm getting paid.
It was cute. Also, we're getting you a new microphone. We have to get you a new mic.
Okay, why? It's okay though, right?
It's great, but we want you to be able to not have to bring it up to your mouth to speak in.
Okay, I
And
have the one that you sent me. I'll look into it. But we need to get paid, right?
We have to
Somebody
get
can super
paid.
chat for Ashley's new microphone. That's a good idea. But if I'm right here, you can hear me perfectly, right?
Oh yeah, I can hear you perfectly the whole time, but I hate that you have to pick it up when you know. So every word we're falling off your words. We need to hear every. It looks like an oral array of light.
Stop!
Oh,
I'm blushing. Stop.
looks like an oral device of some sort. You look like what? It's like, and this is me, Walter Cronkite, coming to you with the news. Yes, but you're doing great. Okay, so yes, you did give you a little bit about what we're going to talk about. I'm calling them the MKE speech to text tape. And I have
You're calling them
curated
the MK what?
speech to text tape. It's like a whole album. And they will make you either laugh or they will make you cry.
Please don't forget he's done this to himself by continuing to lie about me publicly, to make horrible, bring up my sister. First of all, my sister is off limits. Do not fuck with my sister. We might not speak, but I will fucking come after you. Do not touch or think about my sister.
Right.
Don't
Exactly.
say her name.
We do not. You do not speak her name, MKE. All right. You
Yeah, the fact that
silly
that
pissy
disgusting
pants
person
alcoholic.
even knows my sister's name makes my insides like. Ugh. But anyway,
Anyway,
that
so
being said,
yes, we're going to get to that first. Ashley and I are getting to know each other, and listen, we're going to save the drama for a little bit later. But
drama for your mama.
a little bit of drama. But I thought, because we always get to we never get to exactly what we want to talk about. But let's start with this. I have some scenarios of dating. We're gonna do that in just a second. But these are the things that give us, the kids like to call it the it. Okay. And I know you're single, obviously, because MKE came over to your house with his pissy pants and um and I am married, but this is a worldwide phenomenon. Things that women are, you might like a guy and then they do something that gives you the it, okay? Like, all right, my first thing that makes me completely dry, it makes my vagina dry, is a man
Creates desert-like circumstances.
like a tumbleweed in the wind, right? Here's my first you go on a date, a man asks you nothing about yourself, just talks at you and doesn't talk to you. That's my first ick.
Wait,
Right.
can I include that man may or may not bring up property that he owns, cars that he owns, etc., etc.?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. My first ick is if
It's like,
I'm
do you know what my name is, sir?
yeah, am I just here like as a fucking soundboard for you so you can tell me about whatever?
And
Don't
then it always turns weird when they run out of all their assets and they're like,
right.
so
You're
how's your dessert?
yeah, and if how is your dessert the only fucking question you ask me, then my vagina is a desert, okay? It's like, and I before I met Gino, I had not been on a lot of dates in my life, okay? Like, honestly, I don't know if it's my age or whatever. Millennials, we were not like going out and dating. And I never was on the app, but my number one, my first on the is my first what will make my vagina dry is I'm guiding this fucking interview and you have nothing to ask me. Ick. Dry, dry as a desert. If it's just about you, and yeah, of course I want to know about you, and I'm a very active listener, right? But if you fucking don't ask me one thing about myself, then fuck off. Like you're not getting this. Go away. Go away. If you're too ridiculous to even ask a woman, "Hey, do you have a sibling? Do you, what do you I don't know, what's your favorite band? What's your favorite song?" Like anything like that, and I'm just sitting
You
there
have
like,
a hobby. I think it
I
more speaks. I don't think it's so much personal to you, but I think it more speaks to like them just like the lack, the like just unapologetic lack of awareness and not
what
giving a
right.
fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like to me,
Yes.
and those are the kind of dudes, and tell me if I'm wrong, that are rude to waitresses and waiters,
Oh my god, I was gonna
right?
put that on my makes my vagina dry list.
That makes
Absolutely.
my
Yeah.
vagina really dry. That
So
like,
that's
don't open doors or have to scream, I opened a car door, like as if that's like a heroic thing. Yeah, write it down. I'm writing shit down too.
I'm writing it down. Okay, so these are our lists of what makes our vagina.
But we're just at the tip of the iceberg, which is hilarious.
So, bad desert. Here's our list. Ask us nothing.
Women, if there are any women here, what makes your vagina dry?
So that would be my first thing. It's like if I'm leading the conversation and asking you about yourself and you just go on and on and on and you ask nothing about me, like, hey, what's your mom's maiden name even or fucking something?
It's just
something.
awkward because it's not like a balance of energy straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, but women do that too. Like I'm sure you've had women that you've spent time with, and it's like you go to lunch and it's like no 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 no, and it's like, all right.
Don't we all have a friend that it's like, oh God, I gotta pick up the phone so that you can talk at me, not to me. Right.
Cheap guys make my vagina dry.
Araya
I'm just
says
thinking out loud. I didn't know we were doing this first off.
Araya says socks with sandals.
Wait, what?
Araya says socks with sandals. There is no reason ever to wear socks with sandals.
Stop. That's like such a funny thing. I do that. Well, I don't have sandals at the moment, but sometimes I do that just for fun because it looks so ridiculous.
Well, because it's cute. But do you go and like go on a date or
No. But I would have preferred socks and sandals over what MKE showed.
Okay, so what is your okay, so I said ask nothing about you. What is your dry vag desert thing number one?
Not liking animals or being cruel to animals, selfishness, dishonesty. Let's see.
Well, let's start with not liking animals. Major red flag.
100%. If a guy doesn't like dogs, I could never date that guy.
Unless you have like some sort of traumatic experience with a dog or something. I don't understand.
Dude, I get that, and that can be healed. But no, I'm saying like to each his own. Like, if somebody, I get that because that actually happened to me. Like one of my parents' friends, their dog almost bit me. Whatever, it was very scary. I was like 5 and I went up to the bowl and I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, and I was like an idiot. And he was like, get the fuck away from my food. And he snapped like very close to my face. And it scared me, but I always loved dogs. Some people don't like dogs. They're just not dog people. And that's fine, I guess. But those just would never be like somebody that I would like marry or be in a relationship with. Like,
no, there's no reason not to like dogs. Like, there really isn't. To me.
Thank you. Cats are debatable. I love all animals, but I was talking to my boss today, for example. He was like, you know that cats are descended from reptiles. He also told me this, that whales are descended from dogs.
Wait. He said that
wait for it.
What?
So cats are reptiles. Cats share DNA with reptiles. That cats share. This is what he told me. I have not researched this, but he doesn't bullshit. Like, he's a pretty smart dude. It's actually like, it's awesome to listen to him a lot of times. Cats have the same slant. You know how we have our eyes go like that? Cats have that same slant as most lizards do. And they share DNA with reptiles. Cats. Oh, I found this out today. Watch out. What's your cat's name? 6? Yo. Dude,
I call her Petunia.
Dude, we might need to Google this right now. He told me this. I can't believe it. He said, but like this dude doesn't just like talk shit. He said, if you die in your house, your cat will eat you within 60 minutes, within 1 hour.
You don't say.
Good morning, Kiki. Please. Oh my God.
Do you know that? I never knew that. Dogs, and this is very sad, dogs, like there's the apartments in Manhattan, for example, where people live alone and nobody will find their bodies. Dogs will literally wait until they're starving and be in an apartment with a dead body. And like, that'll be the last thing. It happens more than you think. I heard this like last year, which is fucking sick. But cats, as soon as you're dead, within an hour, they'll start eating you.
Thank you. And I like cats too, but I like cats that like me. Like this cat, I call her Petunia because I was like, maybe
Petunia.
I'll call her Petunia. Maybe she'll like me. When I like I've said, my husband bottle fed her from when she was 4 days old. So I'm always gonna be the enemy. But
You're always number 2. You're
right.
always in the way.
Exactly, right, it's her world and we're all just living in it, but, like, all I'm thinking is, like, I would love to snuggle you, Petunia, 6, I would love to, but yeah, she lays on her back like this, and she's like, "Yeah, come pet me," and then just fucking will pop off.
Good morning, Kiki. Kid must have. Oh my god.
She won't. She will not. Cats are a different thing, but if you don't like animals in general, that makes our vaginas dry. I think animals in general. Not all cats have to like
Roaches make my vagina dry.
if a man has roaches in their house, any
It's the
bugs
only
that
animal I'll kill. It's the only animal I'll kill.
oh my they kill me. Oh my god. A fucking
I can't.
a,
I
a,
can't. Stop. Can we move on?
oh god, a la cucaracha. I can't.
Can
No,
we
I
play
can't.
some stuff and then talk about other being verbally abusive, manipulative. What else makes my vagina dry? So many things make my vagina dry. MKE makes my vagina.
What if a man pissing
Wait,
your pants makes your vagina dry?
he said that I photoshopped it. Like we all know, Ashley could never work photo. I don't have Photoshop, and like I could barely get on. I can click the link on StreamYard. Like I'm doing good.
We'll get to that later. Even okay, somebody that what makes my vagina dry is like I don't like everything in moderation, right? If you go too hard into something, like I had a boyfriend and he's sober now, right? I had a boyfriend that this is a weird story. I had a boyfriend in high school and well, I was in high school at the time. He was in college and we went to visit my brother in this gets canceled.
You went to visit him where?
Um my
Like
my
sleepover camp? Did you say sleepover camp?
No. So I was in high school, I was 18, but my boyfriend who I grew up with, uh, he was my brother's age. So we went to spend New Year's with my brother and we went to their college or whatever, right? And this is about he drank too much, right? And he was going, "We have to leave this party. We have to leave this party. We have to leave this party." And we're like, "Well, all right, fine, dude. Like, fine, we'll leave." We get back. He comes back from the bathroom and he had pissed his pants. Like 100% pissed his pants. So we're all drunk, all right? We're all falling off our
He told
chairs.
you he was in a hurry.
He didn't tell us, but we didn't know why. We didn't get why. You could have just said like
Why?
like
But
there's
there wasn't a toilet. Wait, but there was 1 second. There wasn't a toilet there.
well, no, there was. I mean, I don't know if it was a long line. We don't know where he pissed his pants. Like get back to brother's house. He comes out. He's like, "Oh wow," and we're all. I mean, it was down his leg, fucking, and I felt bad too. But we're all laughing. It's a bunch of fucking college kids, and me in high school. We're like, "Oh my god, dude, you pissed your pants!" And then he goes, "No, I think I just leaned up against the sink." I'm like, now we understand why we had to leave this party. If you drink so much that you're gonna piss your pants, and then you have to make us leave this party, and then,
See, what I don't understand is this. If you're at a party, I'm assuming there's a toilet there, correct?
there is, unless you have some kind of weirdness that you.
Oh, maybe he had to do,
So then I bring it back. So then he just comes up. He just comes walking up. Oh yeah, no, I must have leaned up against the sink. It was a piss stream down his pants, and we're all laughing because we're all friends. It's like, yeah, dude, I pissed my pants. After the fact, everybody went to sleep, and he's like, you made them believe that I actually pissed my pants. I'm like, tell me you didn't piss your pants. That makes my vagina dry. Okay, like you
When
did.
people gaslight
own
you,
it.
you're saying so when people gaslight you, that also makes your vagina dry. Me too.
And then right, and then it's like then we got into yeah, he gaslit me into thinking, well, no, I knew he pissed his pants. I'm like, come on. Later, when he was I was in college, we were together for like 2 or 3 years after that, and I knew he was cheating on me. I snapped a picture of him in his pissy pants. I sent it right to that girl. I sent that picture right to the girl. I said, "Here's what you're getting into. Here's Shmishmama with his pissy pants on New Year's 2008."
Were you still angry at him? Is that why you did that?
I'm like, "You're cheating on me. I'm gonna send this woman a picture of you having pissed your pants." Of course I was angry. Like,
It was
why would I
5 years later, right?
Yeah, it was in college. It might have been 2012. No, when did I graduate? No, 2000 and oh yeah, so 1 year after I graduated high school in 2011, so maybe 2012. We were still together, and I'm like, he's cheating on me. I'm sending this bitch a photo of you in your pissy pants.
Oh, you were still together. Copy,
Yes.
copy. I thought you broke up, and I was like, why'd you give a shit about him 5 years later?
No, because I'm like, he's cheating on me. So here's his pissy pants photo. Enjoy.
I love that.
So good.
He deserved
So
it.
good.
The only reason we ever showed anything about how Mr. Kill Everything showed up to my apartment was because he would kept going on and on and on about different things. And I was like, and Dan from shout out to Dan from Nice Stupid Podcast. I
Nice
always forget.
podcast, Stu.
Nice Podcast Stupid. Thank you. He was like, let's like do this end. Like let's like make sure this is the end. Like let's just do the final story. Let's end this. I do believe that was like a month ago.
Well,
Are
we
we
have
gonna listen to the voicemails? Because I can't even.
we are.
When I was like,
I'm trying to draw it out a little bit. We're just like
so the
we're
point of
getting
these
to know.
voicemails, guys, is that he says he won't share photos, but he does, and then also he's basically like bullying me into being in a relationship with him. He's like, "This will all end if you'll just." Did you hear the one, Kiki, where he's like, "The world can be ours"?
Wait till you hear
Just
them. I'm not
okay.
kidding. You guys are not going to know whether to laugh or cry, and he deserves it. And it's only because I would not say this. Normally, if I heard this like without knowing everything, I'd be like, "This is a broken man."
Yeah, that's why I want to, in context, like there might be people who have no idea what we're playing right now. This
Oh,
is a
anybody
man
can
who I met online and came to visit me in Los Angeles from Arizona.
Right.
He stayed in my place. He fell asleep on the floor the second night.
He
And
passed out on the floor. You mean?
that's correct.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Kiki, for the clarification. And then he left, and I was like, okay, that nice person, whatever. Like, we didn't talk for 2 or something weeks. He gave me someone's phone number because a bunch of the Melton stuff literally happened the Monday after he left. And then he started saying he was dating me, and then he fingered, like, I mean, just a lot of stuff. So we're gonna clear this for once and for all.
Yes, we will get to it in just a little bit. Jessica Hahn, thank you for the 199. KB said, "You guys are dumb cunts." We know, Kevin, that you started your little podcast late so that you could snipe.
Kevin
us.
is so mad because he had to wait for us. Oh my god.
He's so mad.
It isn't fair.
We love you, Kevin.
We
So
love you, Kevin. We're getting paid.
we're getting paid.
Ha!
Watch this. Watch this, Kevin. We'll snipe too. Chris Thompson, remember?
Wait, let's snipe
In-
Kevin back. Guys, you should be watching women more. These men watching men in boxes. I can't even understand it.
Boy Run Media. Chris Thompson, member for 18 months.
Chris
Gaslighting makes
Thompson.
hooters dry. Gaslighting. That makes hooters dry. It makes it like a
Definitely
freaking
the
desert.
opposite of panties dropping.
Yes. Gaslighting makes the hooters completely, particularly dry. Absolutely. Let's see what Kevin's doing, shall we?
What is Kevin doing?
What are you doing,
How
Kevin?
funny would it be if you know how to do that?
Yeah.
We should snipe him sniping us.
Oh, he's got Felicia.
Oh, hi, Felicia. I like Felicia.
I like her too. I was gonna ask her. We got to have her on the show.
We definitely do. Maybe next week we'll have her.
Yes, Felicia, we want you on the show.
Oh, it's Karmic X and Felicia. Hi, guys. See, this is a more normal
I feel,
balance.
you know,
Two women,
I was playing cool,
watching
Gilly, with that one message.
two
I was
men,
trying
and
to,
a woman. Can someone
Hey,
please tell Kevin we're sniping him?
he'll know.
This is very funny, though.
And he normally starts at fuck. He's so
So, wait, it
annoying.
reminds me of that Michael Jackson song. What?
He-
Someone's watching me. You know what I'm talking about?
Watching me. No.
Exactly, that one.
So, and I
I
love
got a
Felicia.
feeling that somebody's watching me.
He'll know. And I love Carm too. And Kevin, you cannot convince me he didn't start until he was waiting for us to start. He normally starts
Three
at 4
people.
fucking p.m.
3 of my sources said Kevin's going on late to wait for you guys to
I
snipe.
know.
And I was like, let the haters
so
wait.
it sounds good
Okay.
on this end.
Let them wait.
Okay, so
I
that's
love
when
Felicia.
because
She's
here's
cool,
what-
but
here's
what I'm
what happened.
Okay.
I said let's talk on the
Very
phone
funny
or whatever,
comic,
or
by
over
the way.
voice chats in the meantime, and then I haven't heard from him since.
Oh, I thought you were busy this week. I didn't want to bother you.
Right, that was what he said before. I don't like to bother women.
I
Oh
don't
my
like.
god,
to
I'm gonna
be a
jump off
bother.
on Super Chat my own show.
Yeah. Also, Carm's not in his oh, he's got a Frank Zappa album behind him, but he's not in his like other chair. Oh, cute.
Is she seriously into him or it's like a joke?
Relationship stuff.
No,
I'm
it's
a complete
probably
virgin.
a joke.
I'll be honest with you. So with real life people, it's easier for me to relate, I guess. So I'm
At
kind
a
of
bar in the
new.
woods in Minnesota.
pretty much, yeah. So that's my reasoning.
Kevin does
It's a
make me
new
laugh.
territory for
It makes
me.
me laugh.
Reaching out online to talk to somebody that maybe having a mutual interest, in each other. So new territory. I didn't
don't
want to
know.
come
Do you
across
think
as a
do you think Carm and Felicia make a good couple? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. We do or not. I think she's too much of a sassy woman for him. Did I lose you muted yourself?
Sorry.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh, I got it. Oh no. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
Did you muted me, I think.
I muted you on accident. There you
I
go.
didn't want to
Now
steal
we're
your
good.
thunder. I think you were doing an impersonation.
Oh my, please. I don't know. Felicia's she knows who she is and she's been through a lot. And Carm is like really he's cute. I don't even mind that he maybe has a bit of a drinking problem. He's quite entertaining. I don't know. She might be too much woman for him. What do you think?
I really don't. I mean, like I met her for the first time. I thought she was really cool on Saturday. I mean, met her being on the show with Kevin, but I couldn't tell if she was serious or not about him. Does that make sense?
I think she's focused on her career. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they make like the best match. He
I
sort
feel
of
like
looks
she's a
her.
very solid person. is what I guess like I want to say. I don't want to say anything negative about Karmic at
Yeah.
all, but I think she's a very like focused, solid, intelligent woman. That was the vibe I got from her.
Yeah, we got to have her on the show.
Yes.
Talk about
And
her
Bobby Altoff.
Yeah, she'll tell us what makes her vagina. She'll be like Pat Dixon. I'll be like Jason Scope, and then we'll all have a laugh.
Am I being savage? No.
I mean, I know of Gilly and her history. I just want to be respectful. That you know what I mean.
Well,
I just
that
want to be
she's, look,
respectful because she
she's
went
not-
through a lot of shit. So I
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, the courts will settle that.
Allegedly.
I believe Gilly and in her side of
I
things.
believe all Gillies.
I do.
Well, in the process, I did realize a couple of things. Like, I love Karmic's show. I love watching it. But then once something becomes real, and then, he asked me out, they start looking at him a little differently. So then he
Yeah.
goes on a stream and talks about how he went to mandatory AA meetings when he was 20. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what that's about. And,
Wow.
I
So
was
I'm not
a
sure.
underage drinker, partier, and that's about it. And I just got in trouble,
Shocker.
caught by the cops with
Yeah.
booze on hand. That's about it. When I was younger, I
Yeah,
was
but
a partier.
everybody gets caught by the cops. They force you to go to AA.
For 3.
That doesn't make.
Getting
That's
caught by the
usually
cops.
true, actually. I've
You're
heard that when you get like a DUI or something, you have to go to AA meetings.
I got 2 underage drinking tickets. I was a, but I never got a DUI or anything. Do you have any? Do you have any?
Criminal
Brushes with the
history?
law?
No. No.
No, I know people get on me and Gino. We're like, we don't know the freaking law. It's like all this like steel toe stuff or whatever, and the Ricada like bullshit.
Wait,
Like,
did you say dildo stuff?
no, the steel toe stuff because we were
Oh.
like, yeah, it's not good that he sent the picture to Gino, but we people get on us for not knowing the law, but we're like, we've never done anything really. We know that it's wrong.
And
to
they
send
change
a-
a lot. I was actually thinking like looking up like laws that people should know because how can they don't send you an email about it. Like I just learned that actually jaywalking is not illegal in California anymore.
They
That's
just
a new thing.
changed that in New York now. They said,
And
"Here's
also,
what
I
we're
don't know
gonna
about
give
if they
you."
did this in New York as well. If a police officer pulls you over, they have to tell you why. Before that was not the case. Before they could, in California at least, I'm not sure about New York, but before they could just pull you over and be like, so like they could say whatever they want. But now they have to tell you exactly why they pulled you over, speeding, whatever.
Interesting. No, because
But then you imagine, I just learned 2 of those from a YouTuber that covers freaking TikToks. Like, imagine how many we do not know. You know what I'm saying?
right. So like we like a little bit about Aaron Fielto or whatever. We were like disgusted and like knew it was wrong for him to send a photo to Dino that was not that he shouldn't have sent, but we don't know the fucking like it wasn't disseminating in the literal sense of images. In the law though, it's like, yes, of course it's illegal and we think it's fucking gross and like a terrible thing to do, but so does steel toe, right? So people are like, these 2 are such idiots. We're like, we've never been in trouble with the law, okay? We don't understand. I had 2 underage drinking tickets. That's it. Like, we're not fucking law
Caught at
tubers.
parties,
Right?
like underage or something. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or yeah, and I worked at the fucking Humane Society to work off the fucking ticket. But I do know it's not good to have guns, drugs, and kids. So that's
Did you say
that's
guns,
that's
drugs, and kids?
oh god, yeah, fucking right. So that would be a thing that so that is a story for another day. If you're not up on that, then just the law tubers will explain it all. Anyway, so I guess they're this is Kevin trying to stick it to us. He went late tonight. try and stick to us.
Why though?
Believe it.
Did you
Worried
say leave
that
it?
I can't believe it.
Nobody can believe we're doing so good. We're doing well. We're getting paid.
I'm
After
getting
this, I-
paid
okay.
after this, so it's not a.
Let's see here. Yes, the Philly Clipper. Thank you for the $2. Ashley, what is that microphone? Shout out, Jewel.
You guys, by next week, I will hopefully have a new microphone. If you would like to donate to my new microphone, I would be very grateful. Is it truly that bad, or is it just annoying because I keep picking it up?
Well, I'm worried like I'm worried about you having to like pick it up like you're talking into like hello, like a thing. And we're gonna get her a Blue Yeti mic.
I also think it's kind of a blessing in disguise because it stops me from speaking over you sometimes.
Please speak over. Nothing.
No, I have I'm working on that. It's something I'm working on.
Yeah, but I don't think you talk over me.
I hope not. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we have a very good balance, and it just keeps
Exactly.
getting like more organic. I like it.
Exactly.
Instinct. I think that you did something that might have been possibly. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, you were just going on and on about how you don't know the laws and blah blah blah. Like, I'm pretty sure you do, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
Are we gonna go here?
I mean, don't you think we should? I mean, where else would we talk about it? I'm pretty sure the next step is like, you know,
I thought
like
we could
you get a lawyer, I get a lawyer. That's ridiculous. Don't we just like solve it now?
And Ashley, I thought we could fucking trust each other. Like, how dare you?
How can I trust you when you did what you know that you did? Okay, that's our fake fight for the night, guys.
I would have let it go on.
Okay.
How fucking dare you?
How dare you, by the way?
It is
My
my
horse is
instinct.
not dead. I will get him back.
It is my instinct that you're a bitch.
My instinct that you're fucking late as always. That's actually kind of real. I went like Kiki, so I wasn't like pissed, but like a couple of my friends were like, yo, like we want a super chat. Like, where are you guys at? And I was like, I had everything set up and I was like, Kiki, where are you? And she like stepped on right then. But I would have said it to your face.
No, I swear to God. She was like, I put her on the thing and she's like,
come on.
Kiki, come on.
Let's go.
We do a fake fight every single time. But
Yeah, that
no,
was our
that's
fake
true
fight.
though.
Oh, you know what? We should play a game. Let's see if anyone can figure out the key word that precedes our fake fight every week. We're not going to do not say it. You said it last week. So if you know it, we're going to have a special prize like $1 billion Kiki bucks or something.
1 trillion Kiki bucks. And then
Wow.
you will be the recipient of the Ash buck next 1 billion.
Wow. Can we do that? I just want to hear the wow again. I like the wow.
You don't like that one too. 1 trillion coins for everyone here right
Wow.
now. Wow.
I love that.
We can't get enough. We can. Okay, so that was our fight. Okay, so we've talked about what makes our vaginas dry. What I'm gonna do now is I have some scenarios for Ashley, and we can both talk about them. Here's our scenario. Okay, in a dating situation. All right, and this will lead to our gay boyfriend. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we will play the MKE album of his awfulness. All right, Ashley. So say you're dating someone, you guys are together for call it a year. Call it a year. You're together for a year. You catch your boyfriend going through your cell phone or laptop. You walk in, he's going through your laptop. What do you do?
That's well, okay. So this is a boyfriend that I trust and I think everything is fine with. I'm pissed. What do you do?
Well, I'll tell you
I
what
thought
I
we were
do.
talking about the reverse when guys say like, "Why are you going through my phone?" Like that kind of
Well,
thing.
we'll get to it, but
Yeah, no,
say,
I'd be pissed, especially if we were
oh
in
yeah, we okay.
place
So let's do it
where
the other way. Let's do it the other way. So your boyfriend walks in and you're
so
going
that
through his
actually
phone.
happened like a year and a half ago. I could
Okay.
not shake a feeling that there was something going on, and I assumed make an ass out of you and me, right? I assumed it was another woman. Oh no, 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 no. He was messaging men on Reddit in cheerleading outfits to meet up with them.
So you went through his phone because you had an
I have
inkling.
done this. I am not that bitch. I do not go through guys' phones. I've done it twice in my life. The first time I was 19 years old and I was spot on. The guy was dating, he was talking to a stripper, this guy that I was dating. This was a year and a half ago and I could not shake it. Something was fucking up. And I went through his phone to find him texting men on Reddit, men, chicks with dicks, trannyMommy.com is a thing. I was like, but yo, wait for it. There was a point that I got to. I was like, it's not another girl.
You're like,
Did
That's
you have the same experience, right? Wasn't there like some element? It was so hard, but it was definitely betrayal, obviously. But there was something about it that was like, it's not another bitch.
okay. So like if first of all, God, there's so much. So wait. So you
Oh, I
you
think the
went you
actual
had a
point
you
was actual point that you started with was when you get busted, right?
right. So like would you ever or let's start with this too. Say that you walked in and a boyfriend you walked in and a boyfriend was going through your phone or laptop. What would you do?
I would probably raise my voice and be confused, I guess. Um, but
Because like
but
what
when
do I
I'm
have to
dating a
hide?
dude, what is it?
Because like what do I have to fucking hide,
Well,
right?
when I'm dating a dude, it's like we can use each other's phones and computers. Like we like that's like an important like dating a person, being in a relationship with somebody, for me at least, takes time to get to know someone. You trust them. Like so and then you know that there are people in the past or whatever it is, and there's a element of trust there that is yeah, you can look at my phone or computer or whatever. So if to
Right.
answer your question accurately, actually, if I walked in and saw him on my laptop, I wouldn't really think anything of it.
Right. Right.
If I
Exactly.
walked into like at 3 in the morning and he's like going through my phone, I'd be like, "What's up, bro? Do you have
What's
a
wrong
question?
with
Do
you?
you have a
Right.
question to ask me?" You know?
Right. And listen, I
What
know
about
you're not
you?
that bitch. I have in the past. I have in the past, and we're gonna get back to the gay boyfriend thing because that is
And I
a
wanted to say it's very interesting because you're married and I'm single, so there is that dynamic.
but the okay, so for example, like I have gone through a phone or two and or laptop, but I'm not a member of like the fucking CIA. Don't give me fucking probable cause, right?
Wait, what do you mean by that exactly?
Like if I know you're fucking cheating on me and gaslighting me into thinking that you're not, it's so easy for me to break into like, and I don't have this with my husband. We know every single like fucking passcode or whatever that there is.
Right.
But also, I wouldn't have married him if there was any like he can, you know, I love about him. I can stay out. He can stay out or whatever we go out together or whatever. I have no worry or
You trust each other. You trust him,
right.
he trusts
You just
you.
trust each other. My last boyfriend was he was a Jewish IT guy, okay? Information so a computer nerd, right? And I knew he was 48 years old. I knew he was fucking cheating on me. I knew it. So oh, here's Visconti. Hang on. Hello.
Who are you? Who are you fucking?
You-
Who is that? Who are you laughing with?
Are you sniping us? Pull it up.
No,
I have to go.
Hi,
was in the middle of
Gino.
a story.
I know.
That idiot. I'm gonna go through his computer right now. That's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
do.
probably should.
No, my last boyfriend before before I married Gino or whatever, Jewish IT guy, Jewish, right? It's like it's as if he wanted me to know. He was very insecure. It's as if he wanted me to know that he was cheating on me, right? He goes, I he went to bed one night or whatever. He had to be up to fix computers in the morning. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. Like, let me just like go through his laptop. He made his passcode, and again, Jewish IT guy. If he didn't want me to crack the
Emphasis
passcode,
on IT.
right? Information technology. He was Jewish. I typed in shalom, and that was the fucking thing.
That was the
That
passcode.
was it. The passcode was fucking
Was
shalom.
it an uppercase
Ashley.
S? Was it an uppercase S or just shalom?
All fucking lowercase. All
First try. Wait, first try.
first fucking try. He wanted me to go through it. Okay. He wanted me to know that like he was fucking cheating on me. We got over it or whatever for like, I don't know, 2 weeks. So then I fucking go through it again, of course, because I'm like, I have to know. He changed it to Ashley. He changed it to Shalom 1.
Mm?
Like, it's enough. It's enough. It's like,
But wait. Did you figure out shalom 1?
yes, Shalom 1.
What was on the computer?
It was okay. So he had his text on his computer, and he had,
Wait, texts?
so he had his text all on his laptop, and I saw that he had Frank 1 and Frank 1.
Wait, can I just say that your ex-boyfriend was super original? Shalom 1.
Like, what do you want from me? Okay, I know you're fucking cheating on me. You're gaslighting me into thinking that you're not, and you are a Jewish IT guy, and you're telling me that I shouldn't have gone through your laptop, and you make the passcode easy to guess, like shalom, and then you make it shalom 1, and then the girl that he was texting was Frank 1. Like, fuck you. I can't. And yes, I know it's a complete and utter like you shouldn't go through somebody's things, but if you trust someone, then you don't have to, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But wait,
Shalom
it's funny
1.
because that wasn't, we both have in common that we dated gay men. That wasn't the gay one, right?
He wasn't gay. No. So you go through this guy's what you call it, his cell phone, and what you found was, oh my goodness, he is not who he says he is.
I didn't, shock is not the word. I didn't even know, first of all, chicks with dicks was a thing. I didn't know. I was so like, I just took screenshots and I sent it to my best friend. He's gay. And he's like, and my best friend, he lives in Beverly Hills. He doesn't like leave his house. He's like, Ashley, I'm coming to pick you up now for lunch. I need to explain all of this to you. Because it was words and like sentences and verbiage that I was clear, like, And so him and his boyfriend came over in an Uber and picked me up and took me to lunch and sat me down. They're like, listen, I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, so this is this is that. I didn't like, I knew what a top and a bottom was. Other than that, I didn't
Well,
know a lot of other stuff. What?
there are actually a lot of men. Okay, so like you know Jim Norton
Yes, they
and
were at
Nikki, his wife. Yeah.
my sister's thing, the Burt Kreischer roast.
There's like it's like
He's like the one that he's like smaller and he's married to like a man,
yes,
woman,
love
trans.
Jim Norton, love his wife. Yes. But there is a
He's
lot of
Asian, I believe.
she's not Asian. She's like Norwegian. Like a
Oh,
lovely couple. Like there's a lot more men than you think that are attracted to, and as Nikki would put it, like um lady boy. Like Reed's 100% like a woman, but they in the nether regions have a dick.
so he had a
So
totally different explanation for this. He said that he had a porn addiction and that because of the severity of his porn addiction, men and women weren't doing it for him anymore. Women and women weren't doing it for him anymore. So he told me the ultimate explosion or like mental like stimulation was like seeing boobs and a dick. And I was just like, I mean, I don't even know if that makes sense. You sound serious.
you're
I
like,
mean, it
"Dang."
more sounds like maybe you're bi or you're gay.
Okay, so I don't think you had a gay boyfriend. I think you had a boyfriend that like
Okay,
if
stop.
yeah, yeah.
Kiki, he messaged a man with no tits in a cheerleader outfit to meet up. He messaged
Okay.
many, many other men.
It doesn't matter if they have a dick or they're a cheerleader.
That's
That's just
gay. I'm sorry, that
cheating.
is gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that not gay?
Well, there is something. Well, no, either way, he's cheating on you.
Well, the
Like,
betrayal
right,
thing goes without saying. But if you are
right.
messaging a man who is in a dress and you're a man, I believe that is the definition of being homosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. No, right. So I would say if I read that, it's like, why are you with me? Like, you're not attracted to me. You clearly, I can tell by your porn history and who you're messaging and what have you, that you 100% are like just not into what I got going on here and maybe what I got going on here, but like that's it's cheating 100%. Yes. Even just the messages. Did you have oh, oh,
Yeah.
I'll unmute it. There you
Oh,
go.
I unmuted. It's probably not a bad idea that I'm muted sometimes.
No.
But I
Did
was
you
gonna
have any inkling though that like
So, no, it was a total shock, and like I said, like, I didn't even know what to say. We were living together at this time, so I didn't know
oh
what to
my God.
say. I just was, like, pretending like because it took me some days to process it. I basically told him I was on my period for, like, a month because I was like, "I'm not having" that was one thing my best friend told me. He's like, "You cannot have sex with him," like, he's definitely meeting up with people and doing things. And so what I ended up doing, actually, I can't even believe I'm gonna tell you this. So what I ended up well, we did it together. My best friend and I created a Reddit account. We borrowed my best friend's dick, my best friend's boyfriend's dick. We borrowed someone else's face, and Morgan used an account and created an account, and he started engaging with this account. And it was a man with a it was my friend's boyfriend's dick, and it was my other friend's face, and we named a Reddit account, and he's like, "Hey," and he starts like writing him back. At one point, he wrote, this was hard, Kiki. He wrote, "I fucked being me. I fucked my girlfriend all weekend and thought about your big dick." What?
Brr.
And
Wait.
so at that point, it did because I was like, "Look, like basically how my best friend and I played it was that Morgan was messaging him. Whatever, he's a Scorpio. He figures this shit out. So he was busted and he knew it. And he was like, "It's all fantasy. I've never met up with anyone. Da 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 da." But I
Well,
can
okay,
never
so
ever
what's the
believe that.
fantasy? Yeah, like what's the fantasy? crazy. Like, it's like this is what.
Okay,
this is
one.
like,
Okay, let me just say, our 2-year anniversary, I fly to Seattle, and so I checked like the phone after, and like the timestamps were insane. So our 2-year anniversary, we went to Seattle. He literally messaged verbatim a stranger on Reddit. And this is like bizarre. Like living this kind of double life was crazy. Do you guys? It was a group of men, I do believe. Do you guys want a top or bottom? And Morgan explained to me that means that he was down to get fucked or fuck. I'm like, what? So like again, we started as friends, and we talked, and I was like, okay, so what is the deal? Because I now know this has been happening. Morgan figured it out. Morgan and I were very ninja about it. And I was like, I want you to be able, I said, are you allowed to be gay? And he said, no, I'm not allowed. And I talked to Morgan after that. He goes, Ashley, stop right there. Listen, he's not allowed. Any straight guy would say, no, I'm not gay. They wouldn't say I'm not allowed. Right. So then I was kind of like, I want you to be yourself. Like, I want you to be free. Like, we started as friends, and like, you know, we were living together and stuff. And I think he was like super embarrassed, obviously. But it was also like,
so he moved in with you.
we lived together. So we lived in the same building in Venice. That's how we met. In 2020, we met, and we lived in the same apartment building. And he was just like my buddy. He's like 11, 12 years younger than me. I've never dated anyone younger than me. It was ridiculous. But we were just friends. Like, we just hung out. And then my sister came back into my life. My mom passed away, and he just kept being there. He kept being there. And then we moved to Malibu, where my mom's hospice was. And then we moved to Santa Monica. And then, yeah, so we ended up living. So he moved into, yes, technically my apartment, but I mean, it was our apartment.
Well, the sad
And then at the end, it was like, okay, let's stay friends and stay roommates. And like, I was even like, you can be gay and like do your thing, whatever, you know?
the sad thing is, it's like, God, it is really fucked up because he felt like this will make my life better if I have this beautiful woman, because I don't feel comfortable enough to come out as what I am, which is a man that is
Well,
either
he was like,
gay
actually, I can't
or-
give you like what you need in the next few years. Like, you need like a husband and like stuff like that, you know? And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you're the candidate for that. Like, you know, like
right. And then you're like, you're meanwhile thinking like, you know, I'm in love with this person or whatever, we're dating now, but then you go through his phone and then you go like, what are these cheerleaders with dicks? Like,
so I
it's
still
really
love him as a
sad
human, and I will always love him as a human, but like again, like he just wasn't that into me. Like, one of my friends said it perfectly. She was like, Ashley, think about it. Like, you're a beautiful woman. And it's
Right.
like kind of it's almost like a sin. Like, he's just not into women. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And
actually, we were on a boat, like one of my friend's boats, and this other guy came on, and he was like, she was just like really into me, like immediately. And Cole and I, sorry, I didn't mean to say his name. So my ex and I were living together at that time, and he's like, "Is that your girlfriend?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's my girlfriend." He's like, "Do you guys live together?" He goes, "Well, I have an apartment in Venice, but we live together." Like, he was basic. I don't even know if he thought the guy was hitting on him. Like, that was going through my head. But the guy then just like fully was like, you know, because I'm really interested in her. Can I hit on her? Like, can I talk to her or something? And it like spun something out for him. But I was like, what did you expect? Like, literally, I heard what you said. You got like, it was silly.
and
But
you
yeah, he
probably
wasn't that
feel like,
into me
why
because
did you put me through this? Like, why did you like, make me do you still feel like you were in love with him, or once you read his text, you're
no,
like,
I
no.
think at the end, so first of all, he was a witness for a lot of stuff, and he still is. We're still friendly. It's fine. Like, he pays for
Yeah.
Netflix. One time there was a global Netflix outage. I was like, you better not have been fucking with that. He's like, no, 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 no. It was funny. So we don't talk now. We're taking like a long talking break, but he's my witness for a lot of stuff. He was around
Yeah.
for a lot of stuff, and and I would be there for him if he needed it. But there's like no reason for us to communicate right now. Kind of ended in sort of in a stupid way. So
As traumatizing as it is, at least it wasn't just like a straight douchebag. Like, that was just cheating on you for
Well, I'm pretty
no
sure he
reason.
was. That's why, like, I'm pretty sure he was like
But with
fucking
other
dudes.
women, or wasn't able to be himself, you know? That's what fucking gets me. It's like society will tell you, like, right, just because you're attracted to one thing or the other, it's like, I'm gonna be with Ashley because, you know, she's a beautiful woman and this is what, like, fucking society wants. When in the meantime, it's like, this is what I'm attracted to, which is maybe trans
Yes,
people or
that was the
yeah,
tricky part, because it's like,
yeah,
like, I love you as a human being, but I don't want you to be in a situation that you're not happy in, or that, you know what I mean? Like, and I
yeah,
wasn't like, it wasn't like what I thought was like, my dream husband or something, but we had like a rhythm, you know what I mean? Like we worked, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So the betrayal part, but I can't do betrayal. Like that's one thing I cannot do.
No, and I'm sure you feel betrayed. It's like, okay, wait,
Because like,
you're
and I wanted to believe that he never met up with anyone, and like he said, it was all just fantasy. But I like Kiki, come on.
of course not,
There were
right?
like
Like,
15 messages at least. One of them said like, "Tomorrow morning still good for you, baby." It was a
oh my
man.
god, yeah. It's like
And
it's
they'd
a
be doing
complete
stuff in
yeah.
like 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. I can't even.
Can you imagine being so sexually stifled that you go and meet up with somebody at 7 AM?
Well, here's also this. It's like you're with a woman and she's not satisfying you, because this is preceding me knowing when I found all of the messages, I was like, I was making him bagel at that time. I was making breakfast at that time. I like 9:46 a.m. on Wednesday. Like 'cause I have a good memory. I was just like, wow, like the audacity. But I think that
That's
there's a
awful.
sexual addiction thing, and then he did, like, break down at one point, like, talking about his porn addiction, but my friend said, "Ashley, he's gonna tell you he has a porn addiction." She's one of my mom's hospice nurses, she studied all this stuff. She's like,
Right.
"He's gonna," and she's like, "He's so textbook, I can't even." Every single thing she said he would say, he said, "I have a porn addiction, I'm gonna stop watching porn, da la la la. Porn made me watch these boys, I'm not gay."
Right. Well, and
But then I think about my father, who's like the straightest man I've ever met. And my mom always said, Ashley, if you have a question about something, would your dad do it? Would my father ever look at a man in a cheerleading outfit? Fucking no. Would my father ever message that man and ask him to meet up? No. My
no.
father would be busy doing other things.
Right. It's really sad because God,
Like, what is
that's,
that? That makes my vagina really dry.
right, because he and I gotta say, it's like, it's probably because he wasn't able to be himself, and he used you to be like, "Look at this beautiful woman I'm with." Meanwhile, you're making him a fucking bagel, and he's meeting up with who God knows who at
No,
7
I don't know
AM,
when he
yeah.
did the meetups, but, I noticed that he was messaging people when I was making breakfast, like, and then, like, so I started, like, I hated it, but I started, like, looking at his phone, and I remember one was, like, it was, like, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but it was pictures that he deleted, and he took them, and it was, like, a woman bending over in their car, or a man that, like, kinda looked like a woman, and it was in real life, and it was at the car wash, and he was like, "The car wash is taking forever," and then I look at his phone, and there's deleted pictures of this woman, man, like, bending over, like, showing their underwear. It's, like, 5 or 6 pictures at the car wash, and I'm like, "No wonder the car wash took a while."
I know. Oh
And
my
then it
god.
just yeah, and I didn't wanna judge him, it was more like, "Can we just, like, get to the point so we're straightforward on the same page," kinda thing.
The only gay boyfriend, and I don't even know what to call that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's society that,
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
says that
mostly it's sad that he couldn't
yeah.
be himself, right?
I think that's the saddest thing, but it put you through fucking hell,
Well,
and
yeah,
then
because things got
yeah,
dragged out, and come on now, everyone talks about how old I am. I'm 43. What am I doing wasting time with a 32-year-old for 2.5 years, right?
it's really sad, and he has to fucking, like yeah, he shouldn't have done that, obviously, absolutely not. The only gay boyfriend I had was in college, and he was bi. He said, "I'm bi." We were in theater, right? He is, but
Oh, that's so different, right?
right, right. But he is married to a man. He lives in Germany. He only speaks German now. Like, and I'm thinking, like, was I your layover on the way to Gay Town? Like, why did you know? It's like
It's
because it
funny because
made
I feel like most men like have like at least that one experience, right?
right, and I'm like, I know that this sex isn't, like, fantastic or whatever, but he would, like, every time I'd break up with him, he would cry and cry and cry or whatever. I'm like, "This is too much. You must be" like, it was just an odd time, like and he's married to a man now, and I'm great, but that's wonderful, but I'm just going, like, if like, did you have to stifle your vomit long enough to even have sex with me? Like
It's so funny because my best friend, I was telling you, Morgan, like he slept with one woman, and I was like, "What was it like? Like, did you like?" I wanted to know everything. You know what I mean? Because he's like, been with his boyfriend now for 9, oh no, sorry, 13 years, and
right,
he was like, I think it was more like because I was expected to do it, and like I guess it was like but it didn't feel right, like.
right.
But I was like, but I wonder that because there are, beards, right? Women that are married to gay men and stuff, like, and they have kids by them. Like, can they get it up once in a while, or like, you know what I mean, for a woman, or
I don't know. And it's like, it's gotta be fucking heartbreaking, just, like, go
there are
through
some
this
that definitely cannot. You know what I mean?
I guess
I
not,
have
right,
friends
like
like Morgan could never right now at his point in his
right.
life, right at like 38 or whatever.
Wild. It's wild. And it's like, he wasted your time, and that's not okay. That's
Well, let's not call it a
fucking
waste of time. Let's not call it a waste of time. I don't believe in that. Let's
right.
call it.
A
uh,
learning experience.
Right, and also he was there for me for my dog passing. He was there for me for my mom passing. He was there for me for the tornado that was Whitney coming back into my life and then exiting my life. So he was there for me for a lot, and I'll always be grateful for him for that.
Other than when you just went through his phone and there were, like, cheerleaders with
I
dicks.
just didn't even know that was a thing, and honestly, like, I've been on dates with men lately, and you have no idea. It's like I've been missing this heterosexual vibe so much. I didn't realize. Like, because, we like, I think we were kind of maybe it's called trauma bonded. Like, my dog died
Yeah.
My dog died November 13th, and then my
That's
mom
my
died.
birthday.
No way, November 13th?
Mhm.
You're a Scorpio?
I'm a Scorpio.
I love it. I love Scorpios. You
No.
guys don't like many people, but I ended up getting like most of my friends are Scorpios. I take pride
That's
in
so
it.
funny because, yeah, when we click with somebody, yeah, we
Danielle's a
trauma
Scorpio.
bond.
Like, literally, the 6 closest people to me are Scorpios. And
That's
you know
so
what I love
funny.
the most about it? You guys don't like anyone. You guys
No,
are
we hate
so
everyone. Yeah.
intelligent on a different level,
It's
but
a
you guys,
deep
like, you find this soft spot in your heart for me, and I'm like, "Ha I'm the
no,
one they
because, like,
love."
I see 'em like, okay, because typically we're like, "No, we're not" and I'm a November the 13th, Friday the 13th born Scorpio, so,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it takes me a minute to, like, actually like, people that I hold dear, like, I'm like, "Okay, I can" so exactly. Not that it's I'm not gracing you with my presence, I'm just going, like, I click with this woman, so I get yeah.
No, but I get you. How did that come up?
Um, you were saying that, how did we get oh, your friend was saying that I can't remember. You said she was a Scorpio.
No, he said something before that. No, oh, so the trauma bonding. So
Mhm.
my dog passed November 13th, your birthday.
That
And then my mom literally died December 13th. And then all the stuff was going on with my sister. And then like there was definitely many points where I was like just like doesn't make a lot of sense, but we get along. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, I think we've all been in relationships too long, I guess. But the
Right.
best was like one time he was like, I'm just not like you. I have more of a Greek attitude towards sexuality. And I'm like, you're fucking Armenian. What are you talking about? Like,
Right. Like how the right.
you're
And
just
it's
saying
like
you're gay.
it's like they're doing it like the Grecian gods or whatever, or like, all the Romans or whatever. This is why I have such a problem with like anybody that has an issue with like gay people. It's like listen, these Roman people, all these men, they all fuck each other, okay? You want to tell me
Yes.
that it's like wrong or whatever, but like
I don't know how
it
much we're
sucks.
allowed. Are we like, I don't even keep up with the YouTube guidelines. Are we allowed to talk about sex?
Yeah.
So I found this out, which I thought was very interesting. Men have an orgasm available in their
Prostate. Yeah.
that area. That I was like, I learned about this 2 years ago. My best friend told me, he was like, yeah, it's a thing. Like there's another orgasm that men can have. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. So men are basically deprived of like an extra like pleasure thing unless they have something in their ass. That sounds like a racket.
It's wild. Yeah. And it's
Did
like
you know about this?
oh yeah, I have a gay brother too. It's like it's like
But that's wild. Straight men should be able to do that in a not gay way. I think I just said that perfectly.
with each other or
No,
it's like
straight men should be able to access that anal orgasm in a not gay way.
that's why the like
Finger up,
a lot
finger
of
up,
men think it's
finger
gay,
up the
but
butt.
like yeah, of the thing, right. But a lot of men think it's like, no, 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 don't do that. But um it's just a thing.
What
My
do you think
my
I'm a
my
fanook?
brother says
What do you
my
think I'm a fanook?
and that's why they think that, like that's why they think and talk about dry, right? Like, frat bros or whatever, like, if you we my brother
Just
says
to talk
says
about
it
dry.
best. My brother says it best. He goes, "Straight people have no fucking business doing anal. They have no business. They don't know about lube. They don't know about any of this." And, like, how many times and whatever. Some idiot that I've had sex with, like, "Oops, it was an accident." They just don't
Oh
know how to
my
do it. Women don't
god.
have that. Like, but men do have some sort of pleasure thing there. So, like, maybe God did create the gays as well, Or it's the
I
same
mean,
thing
that
for
is an
women. Yeah,
evolutionary, anatomical, irrefutable fact that there is
right.
access that men have to a orgasm that's only accessible with something penetrating their
Sure, sure. Right. It's like there are
rear.
no ru there
Li-
are no they're rear. I love
their
it.
derriere.
I love it. I love it. It's so good. Um, so wait, okay, before we get to the MKE tape, speaking of somebody that needs it up the rear, maybe that's the problem. Maybe he just, like, has never found
Somebody
love
sent me a
because
clip
it
where he
should be
kept
the
going
man.
on about like people sucking dicks like on MLC, and I was like, and I said to Dr. Chow, I was like, maybe he's gay. Like, have you ever seen a straight man be so like about Mazzy? He met me for 36 hours. Like, maybe he's like, I don't know, like the anger now. It's like maybe that's something else. Do you know what I'm saying?
It could be, and no harm in that, no harm in that.
Right, just be straight. I mean, just be upfront with your stuff. I mean, I know it's difficult for people, and God bless. Like, I know it's not an easy thing, but um, I feel like if you know that you're not something or you are something, and it's maybe like a bit selfish to be in a relationship with someone else that has a that doesn't that know that you're not sharing that or not able to. You know what I'm saying?
That's your experience in which, like, it's so bad on both I blame society, and I also blame that guy
Yeah,
that
I
you were
totally
with.
don't really
Yeah.
blame him. I more blame society in a lot of ways, but like
But I
also
blame
free
him
will
too.
is a thing. Free will is a
Right.
thing.
Right, like, don't do this to this fucking woman. Like, are you serious? Not like my husband.
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
Any that are out.
That always makes me laugh.
Okay, scenarios game, then we're getting to the MKE because as always, this it just flies by hanging out with Ashley. Oh my god. All right, these are the scenarios, okay? Your boyfriend, not a gay one, is he's really good friends with his ex girlfriend. What do you do? Like they go out to lunch together without you. What do you do?
I think it's very healthy that people are at least on amicable terms with their exes. I kind of think it's like a red flag if it's like when you meet someone and they're like, "My ex is crazy." I'm like, it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? Like
You're right.
crazy doesn't hang out with crazy. You know what I mean? So that's always kind of like a red flag for me. I always think it's nice when people can be friends after spending time together, but I don't know, depending on the context or the situation, I'd probably feel uncomfortable if I wasn't invited or whatever. You know what I mean? Just the two of them going alone.
That's
Um,
what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I could be friends. Like, I could hang out with the ex. Like, I
right.
don't
If
mind.
it's
Yeah.
innocuous.
But if it's like a deal where, okay, so we both agree, it's like, you don't need to like go and hang out with her alone. Like, we can all go out together, right? My parents are divorced. Neither of them have like, they have slam pieces and all. But like, if it were a situation, it's like, well, you need so badly to go and like, hang out with your ex without me. That's that's weird. Yeah, I don't know, but like I could be fun with an ex. I wouldn't get jealous or like weird, right?
It's not just I don't know how I keep getting muted. It's not just a friend that's a girl. That would be different, right?
Right,
A
right.
specific history that comes with that friend, and then the specific need to be alone with them, right? It's that combo, I think.
Right, it's like you're closer with them than you are with me. It's like,
Yeah, you have a history preceding me, and cool, you
right.
guys aren't fucking anymore, allegedly. So why do you have to hang out alone?
Here's another scenario. I'm gonna give this one to you straight, okay? So you invite a man over, you think that you might get along. Shows up and he's pissed as what do you do?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know he's pissed his pants. But you can 100% tell that he has pissed his little jeans. Shows up with flowers, but he has his pants pissed. What do you
Oh, he has flowers in this scenario.
He shows up with flowers. Yeah. Okay. Fuck the flowers.
I might not have noticed the pee if there were flowers involved. So in this scenario, what I would do is this. Considering I'm pretty sure we are this is an analogy for a situation that has happened. And what I would do is be polite, knowing this is my house guest for the next 36 hours. Take him directly to the shower where he can put his clothes in a place that won't touch basically anything in my apartment and he can shower himself. And that's what I did in that situation. And that's what I would do again. Well, actually, no. If this happened again, I would say go because I couldn't tell him to go home if he was drunk. I would say, okay, you know what? I'm so sorry you drove this far. There's a Travel Lodge hotel down the street. I think that would be like a spot on place for you. You can just stay there.
But because you're a caretaker, you're like, okay, yeah, come on in. And then I
Yeah,
don't know.
I have to work on that, like being nice to people. Like most people are not nice to me. So why the fuck am I so nice
Ashley,
to everyone?
Ashley, we have this in common. I am too fucking nice. I am too nice. It's like he's got pissy pants. You're like, well, I'm here already. The caretaker in me goes, oh, fine. Everybody pisses their pants every once in a while.
As long as I don't have to change the diapers.
Meanwhile, the Scorpio in me is like, I will fucking get you for this, for ruining this day.
Dude, Danielle is my best friend and she's a Scorpio. And the first thing I did was send her a picture because I was like, I'm not sure what to do with this. And I was like, yeah, just let me. I didn't see the P. She, Scorpios, y'all do this. I always tell her this is my main thing I say to Danielle. I'm like, I need your Scorpio brain on this. When something will go on in my life, and it'll be from a math problem to a relationship problem. I was like, or a business thing. I'm like, I need your Scorpio brain on this. Like, what's your take? And she always is like, she sees what I do not see, right? So I took the picture. Mostly I took the picture to keep distance because I was like showing him where the shower was.
I went, bitch.
No, and then Danielle goes, he peed his pants. Look at his pants. I didn't even see that. I was more concerned with the athletic gear. My mom was in fashion and stuff, right? So the athletic gear with the black socks and the dress shoes was more like incongruent for my brain to process.
Meanwhile, the Scorpios go, he pissed his pants. Ash. But you're so kind and what is your sign? I forget.
Do you want to guess it?
Thing.
I don't know how much you're into astrology. Do you know your rising and your moon sign though?
So I'm a I'm a Sagittarius on either sun or moon, and I'm a Cancer on the other sun or moon. But
Please text me your time and date of birth. I'll tell you. So I'm a Leo sun.
A Leo. Okay. So what your birthday is? It's
July 27th.
July 7th. So yeah, I can't remember. But I'm a Cancer on one sun or moon, and then Scorpio in like whatever the birthday is, and I'm a Sag.
My guess is that your Sagittarius is moon and your Cancer is rising. That's my guess. But if you send me your birthday time and place, I can send it to you.
Okay, no, we'll do this. We'll do this
later.
Yes, we have the MKE.
Okay, so how are we doing this? And so for people that don't know anything about this, how do we explain this in short?
So
the only reason we've been talking about vaginas being dry, guys, besides the fact that we're trying to help you guys understand things that make vaginas dry, is that this man, how do we say this, Kiki?
Array is right. I'm a Cancer moon and a Sagittarius.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe I said the opposite. I'm not sure. What was I going to say? How do we say so he's been talking about things that never happened. And then on Saturday went to a new low, would we call it? So after
if you're here, you probably know. So we've had Ashley, she makes her next appearance on MLC, and she hasn't seen Mr. Kill Everything in quite some time. And he's been lying about her. I've pissed hands. He's been lying about her after saying that
you said Mr. Wait, what did you super chat that night? You were so funny, Mr. Pee Wee.
Mr. MKPP. Mr. MKP has been, going off on his streams and everything about what he did with Ashley, and he doesn't understand that she has autonomy over her words, and he's in my opinion, I believe that he's just embarrassed that the date didn't go the way that he thought it. They did not make love, did not finger her, they did not do any of So should we
I
start
mean,
with
wasn't
this?
it according to him too dry? I mean, like that's another conflicting new thing. Like, how could he do it if it was so dry, right?
Exactly. So I guess we'll start with a how about we start with
And
a
you guys, just so
a
you
little
guys know, the
clip.
reason I laugh about this and I laughed on Saturday specifically is because Kevin makes me laugh, first of all. But it's all just so beyond silly at this point. I don't know what else to do but to laugh.
All you can do is oh, we'll see how Jeff Squirrel.
Age of Quarrel. We love you.
Oh, best. Just so you can get a little bit of a Age of Squirrel. I got. Did I miss anything good? Can you start over? Oh, we'll start right
Oh,
over.
we love
Hello, Age of
you.
Squirrel. You changed it from Age of Squirrel to Squirrel.
He
Thank you.
does that.
Here's 1 million Kiki coins.
Wow.
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 Ew. Okay, so you guys can see, we'll take a look at this clip. And until they stop watching. La 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 la.
Just don't know. I just held on hope.
No, wrong one. Actually. The exact wrong one. That one makes
Oh, wait,
no
can we go to the one where he's like, "You're just Ashley Cummings is disgusting, and I wish I
Yeah.
never met you."
That is the one that
It's like same theme.
be disgusting. And just so you guys have some la 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 bum bum bum.
La, 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 la,
You're a
la, la, la,
disgusting
la.
individual. Okay, here we go. So just for some
And then let's all
context,
just like remember, I never said a word about him. I only defended myself against his like nonstop, whatever
right.
you call it.
He's having a moment because
He's
having
talking
a
to me
moment.
like I'm there, like I would ever watch his stream.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. He's having a moment because he thinks that he's is emasculated by you saying the truth, which is, listen, didn't finger me. I was nice to you. You showed up to me in my house with your pissy pants, and I was
I literally
kind
don't
to you.
even know what he's doing. Like on Saturday, I was like, I think that you should get help. Like I want to say that is my clear message to you that you should get help with your relationship with alcohol. And he's like, can you please retell the story from Saturday? And I was like, which part?
Oh, here we go. So here's a bit of forever.
I'm a bigger shark than she is. Oh, I should probably tell that story. In the early AM when she was making a fucking vodka drink. Ashley, stand down, or I'll continue to tell more.
And that is a
Stand down. I texted him like, please fix this. Please like remove your rumor that you're dating me. What?
right. Stand down, Rock. You to tell more.
He's also talking as if I would ever have seen this unless Doom clipped it.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. And he's sitting there fucking, and what you'll see with I'm calling them the MKE tape album, Mr. Kill Everything album, is that he is an incredibly sad, pants pissing alcoholic that is, in my opinion, trying to just be like, I'm the big man. We were in love. We were having fun. I was the big man. Like, I did all of this. And now he's sitting here with a cigarette, just talking shit on our dear friend Ashley here. And
You know what someone pointed out? Like half the time
Yeah.
he smokes cigarettes, he has to like he can't even hold the cigarette, so he like fixes the cigarette with his other hand.
Exactly. It's so true.
It's all sad. Yeah.
So just for a little context, this is what he did.
Stand down, or I'll tell more.
Tell who?
Ashley,
Oh,
you're
tell
not the
more.
attraction that you thought you were, but you could have been. All you had to do was not lie. All you had to do was not lie. All you had to do is not treat people like shit. You're fucking breathing
That makes no sense.
Absolutely makes zero sense. He's like, you could have been. It could have been what?
Like as if he's the arbiter of like
Exactly.
Like you paid to be on Kevy's podcast with that woman that you called Mrs. Kill Everything back like however many fucking New Year's Eves ago, okay? And then he sits there and goes, "You could have been something.
If you would have just been with me, then you could have been, it's like you heard
Right.
some of those messages. He was like, this could have all been fine if you would have just like it felt like blackmail, or what's the word? Like not blackmail, like extortion.
Right.
Like if I like talk to you, I can't. Anyway.
And it's like you could have showed up to my house and not pissed your pants. That's
That
what you
too.
could have done. Right.
I might have let you finger me in that case. I'm just kidding.
Right. And then maybe I wouldn't have been so dry in my vagina because you showed up with pissy
But
pants.
stop, I'm telling you, like I kissed him on the cheek like a friend. Like nothing fucking happened. Like that's what's so also crazy about this. And at first I was like, okay, he's drunk, he's stupid, but I think it's more malevolent than this.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And men cannot stand being like, oh fuck, he told the truth. Because I think he expected you to be like, and I believe that maybe he just convinced himself of what happened because he's such an insane drunk.
Well, there is such a thing as if you lie to yourself too much, you'll actually believe yourself. Like that actually is a thing.
Right.
So I don't know if he just told himself a story, but mostly he was like, we should like he'll be angry and be like, we should have spent 2 more weekends together. What? Like I think he's angry that we didn't hang out again. I don't know. The man has got issues that like are not, way above my pay grade. That's all I can
They're
say.
beyond. They're beyond. The smoking lesbo, thank you for the $10. Why wasn't this a call-in show? It's been a fun show. Oh, because we have so much.
We
to
should
get
do
to.
that though.
Yes.
A friend of mine asked me.
Next time we will put in the call-in number, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what he has.
exercises, Ashley. Ashley, your breathing exercises in your fucking yoga, you already proven everything to be bullshit. While you're fucking giving yoga exercises to 2 people and giving massages to 2 or 3 people, probably 2 of the 3 people who are twice my age, who gets hard-ons while you give the massages, who's expecting you.
He's having
He can't
grammatical
even finish a
trouble.
fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Who's having hard-ons?
I just peed my pants.
MKPP.
I lost my train of thought because my chair is very wet.
He's about to slide off of his chair. MKP.
I'm getting paid after this, so it's not a.
He's having a hard time. Oh God.
To rub them off. to rub them off.
And also now he's
Never done that, so now
you
he's
had your
accusing me
own
of
yoga studio.
prostitution.
right. Now he's insinuating that you're like some sort of like you give massages with happy ending. Right.
I think we talked, unless I like had a dream about it. I think we talked about this last week. I told him a story of this old man that his name is Ron, and he's like 100. There's only one student or person that I do massage body work with who's older than him. So he's just like blabbing off, but it's very uncomfortable because sometimes Ron turns around and he has a hard on. I'm always just like, you know, but it's not like I told him as a funny story because it is a bit funny, but it's super uncomfortable. But I've never,
Right.
I don't offer the service of happy endings. I've never like done anything like this.
Right. He's he's
He's like
beside
thinking hard-ons. Like he thinks he's like telling the truth or something. He's like, and then you rub their dicks. Like it's like, did you pee your pants again? Like why are you even talking about me, by the way?
I know. It's
Like
unbelievable.
very literally.
It's true. True. It's unbelievable. You're like, oh my God. Jesus Christ, this old man had a hard on. You were just trying to like fucking like talk to him about
Well, yeah, I was telling it like
crazy
before
thing.
I started this 7 days a week situation with I call him my emphysema guy. I was doing everything that I could. I was doing privates, I was doing massage, like I have several streams of income. I have an online shop, whatever. But yeah, these are stories like if I was talking to you, Kiki, I would tell you that story. You know what I'm saying? It's like something I would tell a girlfriend.
Right.
It's not
You're
like
just
it's not like shit you got on me, dude.
Right. It's not like he's like, oh yeah. And then he's like, you told me this and that. It's like, no, I'm just trying to make you feel comfortable by opening up to you about
And also I have nothing to hide. It's like, I mean, I don't have a massage license, but I would love to get a massage from myself. I'm an amazing body worker, and that's what I do. One of the things that I do.
oh my God, this poor man. This poor man. We'll play a little bit more of this just for some context and then
And this was like 3 weeks ago, so that's like a month after he left my house. That what she was at for 36 hours, 24 of which are so on my floor.
Ashley, I'd venture to say this man overstayed his welcome.
That is for sure, my friend.
He was right. You had a studio. Where did all those people go? You only got 2 fucking customers.
Can you stop for a second?
For yoga. You only got 2 fucking customers.
So if you've never owned your own business, there's something called a commercial lease. It's 3 years. You either renew it or you don't. My father had just died. I did not renew my 3-year lease in my yoga studio, you fucking truck driver.
God. Oh,
no
God.
offense to truck drivers.
Or massages.
He just peed.
And you're trying to fucking paint me as a fucking deadbeat? I paid for our dinners. I paid for your groceries.
No one is trying to paint you as a
How
dead.
does he not know he's embarrassing himself? And yet, I never said anything about him. I only defended my anatomy.
Right. We're not trying to paint you as a deadbeat. We're trying to paint you as an alcoholic. We don't need to paint you as an alcoholic.
You paint yourself very well.
You are painting yourself into a corner of alcoholism, and you know, you just feel like your little dick isn't fucking, hard because you feel like very small that she told the truth and said, we didn't hook up. He walked in there smelling of cigarettes with his robe, having pissed his pants. And when it didn't go the way that he felt, it's like, no one's saying that you're a deadbeat. It's like, yeah, thank you for paying for dinner. Thank me for putting up with you and your fucking sadness.
And it's also
48
like,
hours.
You think he was just gonna come with like pee-pee pants and pay for dinner, and like his second
True. Keep muting yourself. Unmute. Unmute. Oh no, you gotta unmute yourself. Like,
So you come to stay at a person's house, nothing happens, and you pay for dinners, which a man should do, by the way, hint hint, and you pay for your second bottle of whiskey in 24 hours, and some dog food and some potatoes, literally. And you open the Uber door. Don't forget he opened the Uber doors and the doors to the restaurant. Don't forget that because he mentions that quite a bit. And then you go on to lie about me, and I'm not allowed to defend myself. That equals painting you as a, what did he call it? Loser? Yeah,
exactly.
you are a loser. You're a liar and you're a loser.
True. True.
And I hope that you get help, but I don't even think it's the alcohol at this point. I think he's just like an asshole.
Yeah. People can have alcohol problems or whatever and still just be, he definitely has a problem, right? But
Oh my
doesn't
gosh,
mean that
and can
they're
we talk
still
about
not an
this
asshole.
robe? Like the robe was so disgusting. He put it on MLC. I couldn't believe it. Like I think that actually made the show because my Kevin was so funny. He was like, "Wait, you brought your own robe?" When he put the robe on, it was like 10,000 smokers just came into my apartment. I was just like,
Like, he just,
it's,
he
and he
just like
goes,
was like, "Phew, here's
it
my
went well,
robe."
yeah, and I used to smoke. It's fine. Like I don't mind people smoke on like the balcony or whatever, but it was just such a like pungent, strong smell, and it was very clear like he didn't wash it before he
I
came. And he
also,
goes, I can't believe I didn't wash it. And I'm like thinking to myself, I can.
don't you find that very forward, honey?
I
Like,
find it very untoward.
very untoward. You don't bring your robe somewhere unless you know the person. Like, he didn't know whether or not he was going to spend the night, and then he unleashes his fucking robe covered in, ashes or
No,
whatever.
literally, like very literally. It smelled like he had been smoking in a closet for like 100 years and then packed that thing in his bag. And like, I mean, it was intense. You know what the craziest thing was, Kiki? Remember when we covered the pee-pee pants?
Yes.
Someone sent me a video where he goes, "She said I peed in my pants. She probably used Photoshop." He goes, "I'll have to just no, this is wait for it. A month after he leaves or whatever, I'm gonna go find those shorts and see." I'm like, "You haven't done your laundry in a month?"
I have to find. I'll find those shorts and
And
see.
I'll prove there's no PP on them.
I'll prove. You know what? I'm gonna prove that there's no PP for Mr. MKPP on those shorts. MKPP doesn't pee his pants when he takes Ashley out. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. He's just butthurt that like he felt that it didn't go the way he wanted. He brought his ashtray robe over, assuming something would happen. And you're too nice to say, like, you pissed your pants. Walk away from me now. Like, and you know what? I'd probably be like, oh boy, what am I in here what am I in for here too? Like, I'd be like, okay, Jesus Christ.
Like
You're
when he wore his robe, because like if you guys ever come to LA, you can see my apartment's very like split up. So when there's like a door that closes off the bedroom and the bathroom, and then like a whole different area out here. So it's not like that's why I thought it was weird that he made up a thing about seeing me naked. I was like, unless he was like peep tomming me or something, like I don't think that's possible. But he just came out on Saturday morning in his robe, and I was like, I just felt like a punch in the face. I was just like, whoa, dude. What
Yeah,
the
isn't that so forward? Like, you're going on a
no,
date
and
with
then he said,
him.
I'm ready now. I was like, wanna go to lunch?
Yeah, anyway, we go get some lunch, man.
I literally ran out the door with Hondo, walked him for like 45 minutes. Like, okay, you ready to go to lunch?
Oh boy. God.
I treated you very well, and you're talking to fucking other women who is going to agree with you no matter what.
That's me.
I
And it's
treat you very fucking
offensive.
well.
That's very offensive because like I listen to her and I go and I can see through what you're doing and you are just like little MKP going my little fucking teen is shriveled up because she called me out because I said I slept with her or I said I fingered her or I said that we had a connection or did whatever and I said she's saying no. So, fuck you, dude. Not every it's not a woman that will fucking like just agree with you no matter what. No, you take it like I'm just a person that goes, "Hey, this doesn't seem right." So
Well, a
MKPP.
bunch of people like have said to me, Ashley, don't you get it? Like him saying that he spent time with you intimately just because of who your sister is like a fucking thing, you know, like other
Mhm.
dudes would do it. So that's also something that's kind of gross to me.
I think he just went like, "Oh my god, I thought I had it in the bag with." I bought her groceries even though I peed my pants. I
I
you
mean,
know,
like, God forbid a man is like going off about buying a woman like $20 worth of groceries plus his whiskey. Like, I can't.
right. It's like, okay, enough.
That makes my vagina very dry.
It makes it like friggin' desert, like hot.
Desert
The
conditions.
pictures are the proof. And you're trying to someone photoshopped an image of me pissing my pants while I'm posing in front of the camera. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong?
What's wrong with you? Push up says the $2. He's very charming. What about the tattoo on your ass? We don't know what that means.
I don't have that was very funny the other day. He goes, she has a tattoo on her ass. And Kevin goes, do you have a tattoo on your ass? I was like, no, I don't. I have one in the front of my hip, like a snowflake in the front of my head. But you
But
can see that,
tattoos
but like
don't
that
lie.
image is also that was the one with Felicia. That image is also like one like if you Google
Oh,
Kevin's
it's in your
funny.
yoga
He's
pictures,
like, no
right?
one's
Bathing
Googling
suit
Ashley Cummings
photos.
tattoo. I was like, no, if you Google Ashley Cummings yoga, one of the first images that comes up is this bikini picture, and you can 100% see that tattoo.
And he goes, but he's such a fucking drunk. Like, yeah, what about that tattoo on your ass? What an
Thank you for
asshole.
clipping that, Doom. That was dope.
That's awesome.
With you. So he said he went to the studio. We slept in the same fucking bed both nights.
Meaning
Not
said
true. He already
Douglas
admitted to
Slash.
sleeping
We
on the
slept
floor
in
at
the
this
bed
point.
together both nights.
That's not true.
I don't know what she said. But yeah, we slept in our bed together. And guess what? I wasn't the one that instigated it. She did. She did the first night we talked on the phone together. She was asking about my fucking cock. Asking about like
I asked every
length.
guy about this.
it's like a fun thing to say. Like,
Well,
you
no.
wear
I actually want to know if it's true. Didn't we talk about this last week? They
yeah,
say that a man's member is the size of his thumb and a half. So when I feel comfortable with a guy, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
right. You're trying to make him feel comfortable. You're making a joke. You're
No,
like,
there was nothing about his comfort at that point. I'm still very actively interested in whether or not this is true.
okay. So even after he pee-peed his pants,
I never
whatever.
saw his member. Oh no,
Oh,
no, no,
you
no.
don't mean it about him.
They say that a man's member is the length of his thumb plus a half of that thumb. So I just always ask guys like if it's true.
I get it. Yeah. Whenever I ask guys all the time, I go like, does it mean you like a woman if you show up to her house with
Pee-pee
pissy
pants?
pants? Yeah. And then when they don't show up with pee pants, then so that they don't like I'm just but so that is and I think this goes on and on and on. But
And then he plays like my sister. He talks about my sister and he says, I wish your sister would get you another horse so she could take it away.
These people are fucking annoyed with you. Go try to get more yoga students and your fucking old farts who need massages. Go back to where you needed to go because you are a disgusting
so
Also, where the fuck did you
individual.
come from, by the way?
he was the Kevin Brennan,
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm just being facetious.
right? Just showed up. I don't know where.
He's
Now
like
he
telling
says,
me to get out of, I don't even understand,
right.
out of his
And I
lying world.
wish I never met you. Tuna says
Oh.
he means Ashley's text from yesterday. I'm not going to read them. Hey, Ashley, are you watching right now? I didn't read a single fucking thing.
You should have.
Guess what? MKE. We're gonna play the MKE. You guys are ready.
Did
'Cause
you make it like all like together? Oh my god, so
no, we're gonna
first
sit
I
here and
sent Kiki everything. And
so
she's selected a few, I guess, right?
I've selected 4 that I think are very hilarious, sad, and poignant. So you tell me to stop whenever.
Oh no. I mean, go ahead. I just for context, guys, these were messages in response to me saying, "Can you please correct your lie of saying that you're dating me?" And I sent you the text. It was just like, and then the response was, "Are you ashamed of me?" And I said, "And please don't share pictures of me." And he said, "I won't." Anyway, go ahead.
So these, ladies and gentlemen, and we're very excited. We're very excited about these. We didn't play them last time, but I've curated 4
Remember,
of
I
them.
didn't want to play them last time out of, first of all, a bit of fear of him. Not fear, but he's like an unpredictable person. But he threatened me on a live, like that if I said anything else with you specifically,
Right.
he was going to release more things. What are you going to release? Voice
Right,
memos of me like being cute and flirty? Go for it.
Right. Release
Something to
whatever
hide.
the fuck you want. That's
I'm
fine.
the same with a lot of people. I'm just like a friendly person. When I'm being friendly.
So, these are what we've all been waiting for. So these are specs to Ashley during their, you know,
No, this is 2 weeks after he left my house.
2 weeks after.
No comunicado.
I mean, and he kept sending these messages. She sent me probably 12 of them, and I have prepared 4 of them that I felt were particularly bizarre and pathetic. So I want you guys to either laugh or cry at these.
Well, no, at this point, I want him to, find a hole in the desert to fall into. I don't care if he gets help. I don't care about anything. He is a sick person.
Ashley, these are not your fault. He has said so many things about you that are not true. He doesn't probably even remember what the fuck he says. So here we have for you. And he's made his own bed. He's made his own pee-pee bed. He can lie
Can
in
you
it.
imagine how much pee is in that bed?
It's gotta be. God. So here's the first one. So this is during their this is 2 weeks late, right?
2 weeks with no speaking except him sending me the phone number of a guy who was like anti-Melton, whatever.
Right. I wonder right if
No, I'm not sharing them.
can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Let's play it. And these are really
No, I'm not sharing them. Not without your permission. But I want to. Because it is beautiful. I think all of this could have been avoided if we just shared the beauty. Let beauty conquer hatred. But I don't know.
What does that even mean?
Let the
Just
beauty. This is what happens. This is what fucking happens to people. And then what a common theme I've seen with like I listened to fucking 12 of them. It's like you should talk. You should talk like he takes long fucking pauses because he's all fucked up. He
And
doesn't even know what he's saying.
these are not dramatic pauses the way that, we learn in theater and stuff like this. These are like the man either just peed his pants or completely lost his train of thought.
He's not like to be or not to be. Like that is the question, right? It's not like he's a tempest of a man, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God.
It's complete and utter. Like I'm upset that you didn't go with my narrative that I fucking fingered you just to try and be some fucking big man. Then he sends you all these fucking messages. He's like, why couldn't we just have
The world could be ours.
the world?
Just ours. And so beautiful.
Here we go. Here we go. The MKE.
Is it a
And
dramatic
see,
pause?
pause.
it goes back to what I was asking. Are you ashamed of me?
Yes. On a level that I've never experienced in my life. Yes.
Are you using me?
For what? What in the world would I use you for?
I'm just thinking out loud, but I can't help but wonder these things. I generally do like you.
And I told you, are we going to laugh or cry? Because Ashley, are you ashamed of me?
We're gonna laugh because he's been so disgusting and aggressive. Literally, like on Kevin's show Saturday, he's like, "You fucking bitch," and Kevin's like, "Don't call her that." So Kevin, I think, is warming back up to me, whatever. But he goes, "Well, you called her a cunt. Why can't I call her a bitch?" I'm like, "What are you, 10?"
Right. You're
Like,
not you're not Kevin, okay?
yeah,
It's just
that's
a
true
different
too.
fucking thing, okay? You are not Kevin. Because Ashley, are you ashamed of me? Yes. Yes. I am ashamed that I allowed you to come over to my house with your pissy fucking pants. Okay? I am ashamed that I allowed you to bring a robe over. And I'm ashamed that I allowed you to be around like my dog. I am ashamed that I fucking like felt bad for you. All right? I am ashamed. Shame. Shame. Are
I
you
literally
ashamed of
have
me?
secondhand shame on shame. I don't
You
even know
called
what.
her a cunt. Okay. You're not Kevin Brennan, bro. All right?
Mm.
Listen, please. Here it goes. Another dramatic
And I've been
pause.
sticking my neck out for you.
What does that even mean?
Getting you in touch with Dave and all this other stuff. Do you even have the same feelings for me that I even have for you?
No.
No, I'm not sharing them. Not without your permission. But
Unequivocally, no. Do you
But
even
he did share them without my permission.
absolutely? You don't have the same feelings that I have for you. No! No!
And that's another thing. If you think about that, if a man leaves a woman's place and 2 weeks elapses and there isn't much communication, nothing happened while they were there, why would you think I was into you?
Right. Being fucking nice. Like, okay, I thought this
The
guy
Melton
maybe
thing happened and he was like, I can get you in touch with this guy who's like doing something about Melton. And that was the only communication. And then he said he was dating me like 2 days later.
Exactly.
2
They're
weeks
freaks.
after he left.
God. All right. We'll play this one more time. We'll break it down. It's just too good. Here he is. This is number 1 of the MKE.
No, I'm not sharing them. Not without your permission. But I want to. Because it is beautiful. I think all of this could have been avoided if we just shared the beauty. Let beauty conquer hatred. But I don't know. Just it goes back to what I was asking. Are you ashamed of me?
I'm so. Are you ashamed of me?
I think he just forgot what he was saying and he like remembered his first thought or something.
He's like, that goes back to what I was saying. Are you ashamed of me? Yes. Yes. I am unequivocally.
How are you not ashamed of yourself at this point?
We're all ashamed of you. All right? You ashamed of me?
Oh boy.
Good. It's so good. This is where if I didn't know what if I didn't know him like just making up shit like, yeah, well, I fucked her, blah blah blah. Like, I fingered her, we kissed, we did all this stuff. And like people and him gaslighting you and going on shows, then I would cry for this man. I'd be like, "Oh my god, are you ashamed of me?" But no. You get what you fucking deserve now because he's going to play it like, yeah, okay. Well, I know that your vagina's dry. Listen, that's a you problem were it to happen. Not
Well, wait for it. That was just a new detail that came up last Saturday, which is literally 6 weeks after spending 36 hours here.
this is all he has. This is all he fucking has. Are you ashamed of
Are you using me?
for what?
Like, what could I use you
I'm
for
just
if
thinking
I was
out
even
loud,
that
but
kind of
I can't help
person?
but wonder these things. I generally do like you.
Pick a lane.
And I've been sticking my neck out for you. Getting you in touch with Dave and all this other stuff. Do you even have the same feelings for me that I even have for you?
No. Is that even I'm sorry. Is it even a fucking question? You even have the same feelings for me. You don't have feelings for me. You showed
Just
up at my house.
remember also,
Yeah.
this is 2 weeks and like a day after he's left, and we haven't spoken. So he's just on some like drunken rant on a Saturday morning.
Exactly. And then you get all of these speech
Because
texts.
the Friday night he said, "Yeah, it's true. I'm dating Ashley Cummings." And then it turned into a clip on Twitter. And then Saturday I was like, "Can you please correct this?" I sent the clip. "Thank you, Oscar Electric. We love you." And then that's when these voice messages came.
MKE, thanks for $5. MKE is a delusional lol pal, a human being. He got his feelings hurt like a child. Adults can get together for a weekend. There are no guarantees. Pee pants. There are no guarantees. Just because your fucking weird MKE ego is hurt because you showed up with pissy pants and a fucking robe doesn't mean you get to go on Kevin Brown and be like, yeah, we kissed, we slept in the same bed, we did all this stuff. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong, Oscar not Oscar Lex, but MKPP. You are wrong. So this is what
It's
happened.
always MKPP from now on.
MKPP. Mr. Kill 1 million trillion Kiki Q.
Wow.
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 And 100 bucks for so we're working on Ashley dollars. All right, so we're going to the next. Going to go ahead and do the next. And again, Ashley sent me maybe 12 of these, and if they make you laugh or they make you cry, they may do either. I've curated them into 4. So here's what I felt.
To be fair, they're all quite redundant,
not-
right?
Okay. Okay, here we go. Done.
I'm not a good liar. I'm
Yes,
not.
you are.
And it's easier to tell the truth than tell lies. Truth is, I really like you. I want to take you out on more dates. I want to get to know you more. I really do want to get to know you more because I genuinely like you. And being pulled apart on many different directions, it is strenuous. Not trying to make this about me. I know things are being strenuous, but on your end. But guess what? Can we just be happy together and have?
Who the fuck do you think you are, pissy pants? Can't we just be happy together?
It's almost like he had these pictures and it was so beautiful. These pictures were so beautiful. So like, can't we just like have this picture? It's like, dude, we took a selfie before we got in an Uber, mostly so I didn't have to talk to you that much, quite frankly.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
That's why I'm like, there's something that's not normal about this. Like legit.
I'll tell you what's not normal. He's an
Everything?
alcoholic. Okay? Like that's not normal. Okay. He's an alcoholic that shows up to a woman's house with his pants pissed. he goes like, somebody photoshopped that. Yeah, okay. Who that didn't come into anyone's fucking brain to fucking Photoshop that.
The only
all
thing I asked Dan to do is take out like the background, which was like just my background, like just like my books and stuff. So he just made it like yellow. That's the only thing.
Oh my
I can send you the original
God.
picture. I feel like you have it though. But yeah, I did not notice the pee stains. Danielle, my Scorpio best friend, noticed them. She was like, "What's all over his shorts?" I was like, "What is all over his shorts?"
Pee. He goes like, I don't even remember that I pissed my pants on the way there.
And then a month later, he's like, "I gotta go check those pants that I still haven't washed." What?
Hey, pee.
I guarantee you that robe has never ever been washed, not once ever.
No, and also it's like very forward to bring a robe to someone's home.
It is
like,
a bit weird, no?
Yes, especially if it's like a stinky ash covered robe.
Well, it was like interesting because, well, I'll tell you this detail in private because it's too disgusting. But so he takes a shower on Saturday and like walks out and he's wearing this robe and like I said, it was just like it was a very strong smell. It was overwhelming, frankly. And he's like, he looks like that's the thing that kind of gets me. And I think this is a lot of men. A lot of you guys are amazing, but like the level of confidence, I don't even understand it. Like like for women, we have so much to like think about and stuff. Like this dude just rolls out. Not to mention he had like a cut on his leg, it was like a like a boil. I gave him hydrogen peroxide and neosporin. I was like, I don't even know what that is, but you need to
Now
like.
you're like, now I'm working. Now
I'm
now
not.
I'm your caretaker.
I'm not joking. There was like a boil, like a red. It looked like a the only word I can think of is boil. It was a red boil on his leg, and I was like, you need to like address. Like, how long have you had that? And I gave him neosporin, hydrogen peroxide, and then neosporin.
He had a weird pustule. He had pissed his pants, brought his
Like, that
robe.
could have been anything. Like, I can't do skin stuff. Skin stuff freaks me out. Like, I just can't.
Oh, disgusting. Oh, so we don't know whether to laugh or cry. Here we go.
Have a joyful life. Go out and do things together.
We'll start.
It's easier to tell the truth than tell lies.
Absolutely.
Truth is, I really like you. I want to take you out on more dates. I want to get to know you more. I really do want to get to know you more because I genuinely like you. And being pulled apart on many different directions, it is strenuous. Not trying to make this about me. I know things are being strenuous, but on your end. But guess what? Can we just be happy together and have a joyful life? Go out and do things together. Can we just be happy together, regardless of the criticism? Because you are beautiful. You are very, very beautiful. And
That is so fucking much.
It's so twisted. It's like, pick a fucking lane. It's like, no, 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 no. Are you using me? I like you. No, no, no. Like,
yeah, left on my
it's like
floor.
crazy talk, you know? And that's one of the reasons I was just like, I can't. And then I said, like, something like, I want to help you get help or something like that. Like, I'll be your friend. I wanted to extend the opportunity for him to, like, I know people in LA that have like real rehabs, real ones that are licensed. And I was like, you know, something to that effect. And I told Chow that too. I was like, he should know that he has a helpline, like someone that he can call to get help. But now I could give a fuck, literally. I don't think that, I think it's beyond, I think it's more than his drinking. I think he's an evil, nasty, like obsessed with Kevin Brennan, crazy person. I mean, I literally consider him dangerous.
I don't blame you. Yeah, these are weird. These are weird voice texts to send somebody.
After you leave their house, this is 2 weeks later, 2 and almost a half weeks later, and no communication.
Like, can't we just
Communicado is what I wanted to say. Sorry, what?
Right. Can't we just be happy together? No,
Like,
you're
Kiki,
weird.
I'm gonna guess this. You've probably had a stalker before, have you?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
So I've had a stalker. I had to get a restraining order on him. I don't play with shit like this. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
At all. And I don't know what your experience was, but mine was horrific. And I literally had to go. Did you ever have to get a restraining order?
Well, I have two separate things. I have an order of protection from a fucking insane ex of mine. Right. The court did that. I didn't even have to file it, but I've had
that's good. So I had to go to court with my stalker.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And he was just telling the judge how in love with me he was. It was so fucking creepy.
No,
obviously the judge, it's very hard to get a restraining order. I don't know how it is in other states, but it's like sad how hard it is. But so I got it, obviously. So he's not allowed to be within 10 feet of where I live. He's not allowed to follow my social media. He's not allowed to be within 10 feet of where I work. He's not allowed to call me. He's not allowed to call my friends. But, you know, he's still like 10. This was in 2016 or 2018. I got the restraining order. Like, he's still like randomly creeps. It's so fucking fucked. But so I always have like a spidey sense about that, if that makes sense. And this guy has complete stalker behavior. Like, I was like, what in the actual, I was chilling on a Saturday. Like, dude's been gone 2 weeks. I'm actually going on a date with another guy that night. And I'm like, what in the fucking world is
What
this?
the fuck is this? Right. You're like, and he's going like, I think we could be happy together. We could, yeah, no, that's fucking
And why are
stalker
you fucking
insanity.
blasted at 10:30 AM? Like, I enjoy drinks. I'm having a glass of wine right now, whatever. But like, it's just like, bro, like, let's keep playing because you can hear he can't even like, and none of it's just nonsensical. It's like,
It is.
what would any logical woman or man, for that matter, whatever his sexual proclivity would be, even do with these messages?
I would be fucking, yeah, you would be like, okay, now,
Grateful that they live 6 hours away, first of all.
right, with their pissy pants. Like, it's
Well,
like,
also,
okay,
it's freaky. It's a bit freaky.
it is. It's like, oh my God, I've opened this weird
Like, I
can
do
of
not
worms
know
today.
you.
It's actually, it really is frightening. So he's like, why can't we be happy together? He told people that, yes, I'm dating Ashley Cummings.
Like, as if it was a
No.
secret he was holding in or something. It was so bizarre.
Wild, wild.
But on your end. But guess what? Can we just be happy together and have a joyful life? Go out and do things together. Can we just be happy together, regardless of the criticism? Because you are beautiful. You are very, very beautiful. And I am undeserving of a beautiful woman like you.
It puts the lotion on the skin. Is it? That's the vibe. Like, okay, that's so that was the second. And again, there are 12. I have 4 that right get into. And again, MKE, we didn't do this. You did. You did
Yeah,
this.
that needs to be clear to like
Yeah.
everyone in the world, I guess, and in this definitely in the Dabbleverse. Like, she accused him of sexual assault. Da, 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 da. Absolutely not. I
Oh, that's
told the
yeah.
truth.
That's
So,
how we
and I
fucking.
also
Yeah.
never spoke about him. I really planned on never thinking about him, quite frankly, after he left.
You're like, no, I never want to fuck ever. Mm. Gotta unmute your mic. There we go. Thing number 3.
Here's one thing I'm not good at doing is lying. I would rather show a picture of us together. Yeah, we had a good time or whatever, instead of having to deny things. That oh yeah, I was there. I just did this and that. It's like the truth is more powerful than fucking lies. I don't know. Are you that ashamed of me that here I am standing up for you?
He keeps saying this thing. You're that ashamed of me? He's deluded. He's delusional. You gotta unmute yourself.
How does that keep happening? I
I
don't.
don't know.
He's clearly redundant. I wasn't sure if that was the same clip. Did he just say that again in another clip? And also, I think that's more his projection of maybe what's going on deep down inside. I have no idea, but that would be my guess. Like, he's ashamed of himself on some level. I was not involved with him on a level to feel ashamed or not ashamed. It was just like, bye, you know?
Yeah. What do you want me to do? I don't think this is the same one. Let's
Trying to figure out getting you in touch with Dave. I'm trying to figure out all this shit to help you out while still trying to fucking lie that yeah, we went on a date and we had dinner together. Am I really that horrible of a person?
Yes.
Am I really that horrible of a person that I have to be denied?
Denied what?
Yo, I didn't even realize because obviously I barely listened to these because I didn't take them very seriously. That's very interesting choice of word. Denied.
That's why I put denied. Right. That is 100% like I need to be denied. I paid for, when I was buying whiskey at the grocery store, I paid for your
I
groceries.
opened all the doors.
I opened all
I
doors.
paid for the dinner that I like he picked a restaurant and like that was the restaurant he wanted to go to. And then he's going on and on that the bill was $350. It was like, I don't know, it's just a restaurant in LA. Like, you literally picked it. That's where he wanted to go. I forget
Right.
what it's even called. It starts with an S.
Right. And then him
I think.
sending this message, like voice to text fucking message going, I'm such a terrible person that I have to be denied. That tells you
Do you know what
everything
that
you need
is?
to
Do you know what
fucking
that is?
know.
What were you saying?
No, that tells you everything that you need to fucking
That's
know.
entitlement. He felt entitled to what he didn't get, I guess.
Okay, exactly. But then he felt
And his
entitled to say, hey, we hooked up, like the whole thing. Right.
In his
No.
delusional mind, he thought we were should still be going on dates. I don't even. But then I wondered to myself, like, how many men are operating like this? Like, it's scary. I
Lots.
hope not many.
I hope not many, but
We can
lots.
pray.
Because they're fucking like little pissy pants.
Well, that was something I had on my notes. I feel like, definitely we want to have a theme of the invitation is always open, ladies and gentlemen, to be better people.
Right. Just try and be like, well, am I that bad of a person, Ash, that I needed to be denied? Yeah.
So when he says denied, think about that. That is like an entitled, like he feels like no matter he can show up in pee pants, he can wear a stinky robe, he can fall asleep drunk on the floor, he can break his phone, he can be completely insane, but still I should give him like what open up my legs and my life and my heart. Are you fucking insane? Like the
Right.
whole thing is fucking mad.
Fucked up. Fucked up. Wraith, we love Wraith. He said, "I'm not worthy of you, but also we should be together." He's schizophrenic. He is. He is. It's so fucking true. Oh my god.
And here I am trying to help you out. With your reputation and people making fun of you.
No, she doesn't have a reputation of people making fun of her.
And I just don't understand what is wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. We didn't do this to you. Didn't do this to you because of what you've said. Now we're playing the MKE. And there's 12 of them. And they're all as pathetic as the next. So, the last one here I have. Let's.
Do you realize that the world could be ours?
Oh my god. Can you hear it? Here's the last one that we have. And there are 12 of these, okay? And these are voice to text that Ash is getting weeks after he came over with his fucking pissy pants and his fucking, robe. And now this is what he has.
Do you realize that the world could be ours and nobody else even matters? Ours, nothing else.
Stop. Stop. It's so. Do you even realize it's nice podcast? Thank you for the $2. This is so cringe. I just got dry myself. I know. It's unbelievable. You got to unmute yourself, Ashley. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's kind of funny because I get to like rehearse. I don't even know how that keeps happening. That was actually the message, Kiki, where I was like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I'm not making the right choice here. This guy actually could be like the most amazing man that ever entered my life. Like, what did he say again? The world could be ours. Maybe I was a little too quick on the trigger there. Let me rethink this. I feel like I should give him a call and maybe invite him back to Los Angeles like next weekend. Like that call made me kind of like think about it again, and then I was like, oh,
This is what he says.
Do you realize that the world could be ours and nobody else even matters?
Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours.
Do
Whose
you even
world is this?
realize that the world could be ours, Ashley?
God, it
Like,
was Kiki, it was so tempting, truly. I have to tell you.
you can't possibly think that. I would be like, restraining order. Absolutely not. The world could be ours. Like,
Well, if he
girl,
I don't like Mazzy was like with him for a while. I don't know if I've been in communication with her. She seems like a very, very, very kind person. I have nothing but nice things to say about her, and I'm proud of her as a human. But they were like actually dating. They actually were in a relationship. Like I don't even like there's so many like inside of there's so many like boundaries I feel like have been crossed and he keeps crossing them and like he's gonna keep crossing them that I feel like there should be something I should be able to do. But I'm like also I'm busy, bitch. Like just shut up and stop talking about me.
right. Get away. Right. We didn't do this. You didn't just send these on a whim. You embarrassing pissy pants fuck. Okay. You've
And
been
also you
doing
make
this
every
thing.
woman's vagina dry. I'm
Right.
sure unless they're like completely wasted.
Awesome. Awesome. This is my favorite one. One more time.
Do you realize that the world could be ours and nobody else even matters?
So funny, Kiki.
Ours. Nothing else.
Ours. Okay, yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
cares?
Fucking Ted Bundy. All right. Get out.
So this is not, just to be very fucking clear, this is not an essay accusation. If that man touched my anatomy with dry circumstances, that is even more intrusive.
That's a him problem. He's like, yeah, her vagina was dry.
Well, I wouldn't have
Fuck
been
off.
awake or cognizant, so it would be a him problem times like 1,000.
Exactly. But he has to be the big man. Like, oh, yeah. And she had
He's
a
so
dry
weird too. He's like,
vagina.
she put her dog in her kennel. First of all, it's called Hondo's Condo.
Condo's condo. Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like where he likes to go and eat his treats. I didn't put him there.
Right. And then he's like,
It's like
yeah,
his
picked
chill
her up.
spot where he hides his toys and stuff. It's just
Right. You're like, what? What? Get out of my face. What are you fucking talking about? Makes no fucking sense. No sense. However, he's an alcoholic who pee-peed his pants, MKE pants, showing up. And because you are a nice person, you went, oh, fuck. What am I going to do? He brought his robe. I
Well,
guess
I'd
we'll
like to
spend a couple
encourage
days.
people that are healthy in their brains and healthy in their selves to understand that the man is beyond sick. Like the reason I went on MLC like 2 weeks ago was like, dude, I think you should get help. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
And I'm like, at this point, I could give a fuck. Like, if Chow or somebody messages me or Dan was like, "Yo, Ash, what's the number of that rehab?" I would give it to them, but I would never speak to that man again. And I quite frankly feel like he's dangerous. Um, and uh, and it's disgusting. It's like you need to stop talking about someone. Wait, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I was going to say something. I would encourage people that are engaging in this. If you have like an iota of what's the word I want to use? Like care or concern for other people, like see how kind of sick this is. I'm not like being a victim here. I'm just saying his behavior is sick. And Mazzy's been on the end of it. I am now because I spent 36 hours with him on the end of it. It's a pattern and it's also beyond the alcohol stuff. It's like a psycho, I don't know what it is. I'm not a psychiatrist,
Well,
but
and now
insane.
he's gonna love bomb you, right?
God
He's
for
gonna love bomb you into thinking like, and you did, but he's gonna love bomb you into saying like, what we had was special. Like you're so beautiful, and like, you know, like it's like wasn't what we had special. He's gonna make you feel bad because you guys didn't hook up, and he's like, but I paid for the groceries. I showed up with my pissed pants. And you're so beautiful, and like we could have the world. It's like I'm smarter than that now because I've lived life. He's gonna love bomb you into thinking, and then when he turns around and goes on MLC and goes like, "Yeah, I fingered her and she had a dry vagina." Fuck off! Like that's not true. Number one, number two, you're an alcoholic with pissy fucking pants. It's enough. You have to unmute yourself. I don't know why that happened.
You're doing it, you're a genius. You're muting me. But it's also over a period of 6 weeks that he's like, or it's like first it's like, yeah, we slept together, but we didn't have sex. Like, and who says they fingered someone? Like, I haven't been fingered since I was like in high school or something. Like, literally, like I don't even know who says that. And then it's like he makes it all like like a mystery. Like it was all bizarre to me, and I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, literally, I kissed him on the cheek after dinner and, like, gave him a hug in, like, a friend way, and we slept in my bed, but Hondo's between us in, like, a big bed, and I literally fell asleep in my pajamas, like, I should have told him to sleep on the couch, and the second night, he fell asleep on the floor, but then later he's like, "We slept in the bed both nights." So it all keeps changing, and then my vagina gets dry and all these things. The most
Right,
important
and you have a tattoo on your ass or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And the most important part that I think came from this episode is that we need to tell you guys things that make our vaginas dry. And
Yes,
all of his
absolutely.
behaviors make our vaginas very, very desert-like conditions. Wouldn't you agree, Kiki?
Absolutely. If it makes my vagina dry if you come and hang out with me or whatever, and then you tell the bros something different happened than
Forget
what
telling the bros, you're telling the internet.
Well, say, yeah, exactly. The bros of the internet. Right. Exactly. It's like, what do you expect to happen? We're going to sit here and now we're going to play your pathetic fucking voice to text. We could have the
Well,
world,
now it's just turned
Ashley.
into something so ridiculous. I think that, and that's one thing that after the like melts and stuff, and like the second or third time I was back on MLC since I guess the last time I was on was like 2022 or 2023. It was like there are funny little corners of this place. Like there really are like inside jokes inside jokes and the lores and stuff like that. And now it's become sort of like that. But I
That's
am
why you
very
were
firm.
comfortable with and we're not kidding. She sent me maybe 12 of these
And those
voice
are only the ones
messages.
from my bat phone.
Exactly. Also, Oscar Electric, thank you for the $2. He has
Oscar Electric, we love you.
nada. He's offering Ash the world. Hashtag drunk. Yep. No, just
What
like
does that world look like? Like literally, what do you think his apartment looks like?
who the fuck?
By the way, He had the nerve to talk about my dog getting sick one time. I remember when we were talking, he got home from work and he goes, "My dog shit all over the floor." And I said to him, "Don't get mad at him." And I explained, like, because dogs don't, like, when they have an accident, they, like, you can only, like, if you want to yell at them when they actually do it, like, when you catch them doing it. And that's usually potty training, honestly. Like, Hondo is so like, he is so house trained, like, he doesn't make accidents unless he's sick, you know?
Unless he's sick.
So
Yeah, you don't, like,
when
shove
he
their nose in it if they're sick.
so
Right.
just because I love dogs so much, obviously, and I'm like, I always get worried people are like, I get worried that people come home like, 'cause I was like, "By the way, how long do you leave your dog alone?" He's like, 8, 9 hours. I'm like, "That's a long time for him to have to wait to go to the bathroom." You
36 hours while I piss my pants
There
and
are
show
laws
up
being
at
passed now. It's Sweden, you can't leave your dog alone for 6 hours. I think New York, you can't leave your dog alone for 6 hours
You shouldn't. You
because
shouldn't.
they're like, humid, they have to go to the bathroom. They actually have smaller, like, colon situations than us, but, he like, one of the times and his dog wasn't sick. That was just a random occurrence. He was walking into his house, he's like, "Oh, Roscoe shit on the floor," and I just remember saying, "Don't get mad at him or whatever." He's like, "I'm not, I'm just gonna clean it up." I was like, "Well, how long was he, like, alone?" He was like, "I don't know, 8, 9 hours." I was like, "That's a really long time for a dog to wait." I've never left Hondo for 8 or 9 hours, ever.
No, you
I've
it's
had
like
him since he was
a
4 weeks
fucking
old.
no, you can't do that. Like, it's different than, like, cats. They,
Like, I
like
feel like 6 hours is the max, like, that you can leave a dog, or you
that's
need to
it,
get a
then
walker or something. If you have to work all day, it's very normal to pay someone $20 or whatever to go walk your dog in the middle of the day. I used to do that as a job.
right, they need someone, and then, like, of course, you gotta, like, let them out and, like, what right, it's like, "Oh, I don't know, 36 hours," while I was, like,
Well, I just think
trying
the
to
hypocrisy is funny. Like, my dog Hondo, I make turkey for him, but I was making beef for him, and I think something was just funny when I switched from beef to turkey. So, he actually got, like, diarrhea. It wasn't like he shit on the floor, like, he was sick, right? And
That's what I'm
so, it's
saying, yeah.
actually funny, the hypocrisy. His dog just shits on the floor for no reason.
He's like,
My
"Oh, yeah,"
dog got
you
sick
know?
from a food change, you know?
His dog just, like, shits on the floor because he had too much
And
fucking,
then he could not
whiskey.
wait to yell at me the other night. He was like, "Is that the green stuff that came out of your dog?" I give my dog greenies, which is like I don't know if you know what they are, but first of all, they're not cheap. My ex-boyfriend has us on the greenie plan, and I said, "You better not fucking take him off the greenie plan because we get greenies every month." But they brush his teeth, so if he pooped green, it was the greenies. Those are really good for him.
Right, and also, you're weird. Maybe he shit himself because you're a weird pissy pants
Yeah,
fucking
maybe he felt
Taro.
uncomfortable that I was leaving the house alone with you.
With you.
And
Yeah,
your
maybe my
stinky
dog was
ass self. Dude,
protecting me.
I had seen a video, there's a YouTube video, it's viral, I'm gonna send it to you, or went viral. It was a man that tried to board a plane, right? He had roaches crawling out of his suitcase, and the flight the hotel the airport security was like, "Sir, you cannot fly." And he was like, "Why?" And they were like, "Because it's a hazard. You have roaches crawling out of your bag." He's like, "There's no roaches in there." And they put the bag flat, like, literally. I'm not like, it gives me like the there was like 20 to 30 roaches crawling out of his bag. He's like, "Oh, it's
That
nothing. That's nothing." They were like, "Sir, you cannot fly with this."
that is that La
And
Cucaracha,
when he walked
that
in
is
with his
MKE.
suitcases
That is
when he walked in with
MKE.
his suitcases, I was like, I looked.
Did he go and then he's like, "Oh, let me just get my robe out, and then you can take my cockroach-ridden suitcase,"
No, it was so
to
much worse. Like, he took a shower and then he was like, "Close your eyes. Close your eyes." Like, remember when you were a little kid and your parents were like, "I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes." And I was like,
it's just me in a robe.
"Okay, I'm
You know?
5 again. Okay, my eyes are closed." And then he comes out in, like, this shirt that he bought at a gas station and, like, his fucking, like, and it doesn't even fit him, and then these other pants that don't fit him, and I was just like, I guess, like, he thought that was an improvement. There was no pee that I could see. But again, I didn't even see the pee until later when Danielle pointed it out, but I was like, "Nice outfit," or whatever. "You wanna go to dinner? Cool, okay."
So like we said, if you hear those messages and you don't know whether to laugh or cry, neither do we. We can laugh, but also it's very sad.
Well,
Um,
I think it's almost beyond either at this point. I would really like people like, especially because Kiki's experienced this. I know a lot of women who have experienced this. I have. Stalking behavior and abnormal behavior like this is not a joke. It's
it's not
actually,
good. Yeah.
and yeah, I don't feel like he's funny. I don't feel like he's drunk and stupid. I feel like he's dangerous.
And to a point, I mean, to a certain extent, like I don't think he's gonna like come and hurt you, but to a certain extent, those fucking messages are, and like he's dangerous in the fact that like he's obsessed and can't get over the fact that he didn't like get to hook up with you. So he's going to brag your name and say that he did. And because he knows that like people on the internet will go ahead and go along with that. And then they'll call you the harpy and the liar or whatever. That's fucking not right. That's not right.
See, I guess I also don't know how much of this to take seriously. Like, I stay away from the comments now, but like,
Oh
I think
God, don't look at the comments.
I feel like the most of the people that say like Team MKE, Ashley's lying. I feel like that's a joke. Like they have to be joking, but I don't know. Also, at the same time, does that make sense?
Well, I enjoy the comments, like the meaner the better, because I know that they just, because that doesn't bug me. But like people on the internet, they get so involved, even though it's like not real. Like this is your real life. You're like, this is an experience that I had, right? But they're like, no, what Mr. MKPP is saying can't be not real. She's the bitch. She's the fucking right person. So like he's not doing himself a service, especially after these fucking messages played.
Well, a lot of people have said something like very similar thing. Like he's just setting himself up to like, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm. My microphone's down here. He's just set himself up to not only look like an idiot, but also like if I wanted to pursue anything, like it's like, what are you actually doing, sir?
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yes,
whoever you are.
sire. Right. So
But we want this to be funny for you guys because it has to be. It like at this point, it literally has to be funny.
it was funny. Here, we'll read this last sponsor for electric. Thank you for the $5. Any man that has to kiss and tell to prove to dickwads of the DV that he touched a girl, that's as sad as fuck. That's as sad as it fucking gets. He hates himself. Hashtag real men don't share. Very true.
That's so
Well-
true. Also, like I said that in the last. Come here, Honda. Up. Come here. Even if I said that in the last one, I was like, even if we did hook up, why would you like think like it was okay to like tell people that or whatever? Like, which
And
we
also,
didn't.
you're an open and honest person. You'd be like, yeah,
Yes.
whatever.
If
Like,
I had hooked up with him, I would 100% have said it. I mean, how many times have I talked about my anatomy in the last 6 weeks?
right. And how many times has he talked about your anatomy that he doesn't fucking know about? That's why it's so concerning and so odd.
Well, if you watch the last MLC, it's kind of funny because Felicia says, you had whiskey dick, didn't you? And he goes, yeah, you're right. And then he says that I have a dry vagina. So it's like, which one is it?
Right. Which one is
And
it?
the
And
truth is that
also,
it's
like,
neither, but it's like, where are we going with this?
right. Is it like a fucking, do I have a dry vagina or not? Or like,
And did
what
you have
is
a
it?
whiskey dick? Is that why you quote unquote finger blasted me? And also, again, like Oscar Electric said, what grown ass man is saying these things?
Right. Exactly. The kind that goes like, we could hang out together forever, Ashley.
I can give you the whole world, and why can't we just have happiness?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Mwah.
Us. Thank you, Kevin Brennan, for sniping us. Adore you. Thank you. Next time we will have a call-in number.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. One of my
We
friends.
have a call-in number, but I have to rig it so that Ashley can speak back as well. And
I'm getting
Yes,
paid
okay.
after this, so it's not a.
this has been too much fun. This has been the MKE tape. You guys are just the best. This has been we will have Ashley Bucks.
Yay! Wow. And we'll be back
Wow.
Wednesdays.
Yes, Wednesdays normally, and 1 billion Kiki coins for everybody that stuck.
Wow.
And we will have just more. Maybe we'll play the rest of the MKE tape the next time. There were a lot to get through. You guys are the heel tip, the cat's pajamas, and the beast. We will speak to you next. Bye, everyone.